You ain't putting your phone up? Should be good. Check the sound. Oh, shit. Got my damn iPhone. Oh. I'm gonna go back there. All right.
Right? Alright, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, we come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of America according to the Bible. Alright, but first and foremost, we want to give all praises and all glory
to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash.
Yahawah is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahawashi is the true name of His only begotten Son. Okay, and we want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who rule well, and honors and salutations to the elect document doing these works of sincerity and the truth, man. Okay? Like I said, we come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this place. Alright? As did the prophets all before us, man. You get Jeremiah 28:8. See it real quick?
Son.
Okay, and why is it gonna be a downfall of America? Okay? Because in the scriptures it's prophesied that 200 million missiles, all right, is gonna hit this place, and thus you'll have your lake of fire, man. That's the true lake of fire, okay? There's no such thing as a hell, man. Hell is a condition. That's why even Jonah said, all right, thou delivers me out of the belly of hell, man. All right, because the situation he was in was pure hell, okay? So hell ain't a place, all right, where you burn it for all eternity, man. The scriptures say that the Lord is merciful. Alright, so you got that up.
It's Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Right, see that? So in a prophet, only thing a prophet means is to say before, man. Okay? And a prophet is a man of the Lord, a true man of the Lord. Alright, as even Amos 3:7, he reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. Okay? So, you know, a prophet is considered a friend of Yahawashi, right, which is the only begotten of the Most High. But he also tells you what's going to happen before it happens, man. So that's what we out here to do, okay? And we out here to also tell you that terrible times is coming here to America, man, because of its wickedness that goes on here, man. So we are sent out here, just like the prophets before, to prophesy against this place, man. Okay, so if we're prophesying against this place, you ain't nobody to the Lord, man. All right, you're not no true man of the Lord. But
real quick precept. This is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. It says, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they
spring. And what was the former things? The curses, man. You know? Because the Lord told us that we're going to captivity. We'll go into bondage by way of ships. All right? Deuteronomy 28:68, and that came to pass. All right, hey, even in Isaiah, man, all right, was Yahawashi was being prophesied of. Even in Genesis the 49th chapter, man, all right, Yahawashi was being prophesied of, and that came to pass. All right, but now it's new things. All right, so you see that, man, and that's how we know that the God of the Bible is the true God, man. All right, because the things that He said before that was going to come to pass has come to pass, man. You know, there's no prophecies in the Quran, man. All right, that's not the true God, man. But guess what? And now it's prophesied that even more things are going to come to pass in the near future, man. Like the RFI future, okay? A famine in this place. The missiles, like I mentioned earlier. So even that's prophesied to come to pass, and it's gonna happen, man. All right.
Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Right, through what? Through His prophets, man, the mouthpiece, man. The mouthpiece of the Lord. All right, so the Lord tells you what's going to happen through His men before it actually happens, man. So go back to that Jeremiah 28.
Yep, this Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. It says,
we're about to tell you what's about to happen in America, man. And you have a chance to save yourself by getting down with the Lord, man. By becoming one with your God once again, man. But you got a lot of niggas that, hey, that's far from their thoughts. They don't got time for the Lord, man. You know? They think the Bible is whack or is, you know, something else, man. And there's better stuff for them out here to do. Oh, all right. You don't lose your chance, man. It's say, a wise man perceived the evil and hideth himself, but the wicked pass on and are punished. So you niggas are gonna be punished, man.
It says the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
See, and of great kingdoms, man. America is, of course, a great kingdom. Everybody wants to come here to America, all right? You got Arabs that are dying to come here to sell for what? They can make money, man. Get a better life, all right? A so-called better life, man. All right? All nations are dying to come here to America, man. You know, because this is where the money is at. All right? The land of opportunity, man. The opportunity to what? To make fucking money. And in order to make it, you got to step on other people's backs, man. You got to be a damn coon in the workforce, man. You got to snitch on people. You got to throw people under the bus. All right? Just to make a few more dollars an hour, man. So America is that great kingdom. Why else, man? Because of their military, okay? Because of the laws, you have smoke and mirrors of freedom, man. You think that you actually have freedom. So that's why America's, couple reasons why America is that great kingdom, man. But guess what? We out here prophesying against it, man. So really, how great are we to the supreme power Yahawashi, man? You know? If America is such a great kingdom, and we prophesying against it in boldness, all right, without fear, that goes to show you really how great we are, man. Through the supreme power Yahawashi, which is why what? Isaiah 4:1, a woman is gonna, the man of the Lord is gonna be like fine gold unto you women. Because you're gonna realize how great we are, man. You know, and how great of a reward we're gonna receive from Yahawashi for what we doing. Okay, because somebody got to do this, man. Somebody got to put this fucking devil in his place, man. All right, fuck Esau, man. You got one third of the bald eagle population is infected with the damn disease, man. In America, that's a huge number, man. So here it is, these birds, all right. And matter of fact, 2 days before that was declared, you had a lot of birds, about 300 of them, that flew right into the side of the NASCAR building, man, just to kill themselves, man. All right. So now, why are these birds wanting to kill themselves, and why are they being found with a newly found disease or virus? All right, because Esau's spraying fucking chemtrails, man. All right. What do you think was gonna happen, man? Because and pretty much the disease that they have, which is called the BHV, all right, which is similar to the Hep C virus in the adults, all right, in human beings. Pretty much what this disease comes with, all right, or what it does to you is it causes you to have seizures, man. And we all know that seizure is a brain disease, man. So these birds, all right, are flying amongst these chemtrails, and it's fucking up their brains. Because don't the eagle fly the highest? So they're getting the most of those chemtrails, man. All right, which is why it says eagles in particular have this new disease, man. All right, so they're flying through all these chemtrails, all right, inhaling it, and then it's fucking up their brains, man, causing them to have seizures and die under the so-called white man, right? So somebody got to put this devil in his fucking place. Excuse my language.
And it's spiritual too, because what the eagle represents Esau's kingdom. It represents the Roman Empire, you know. And that also the brother was saying how great are we speaking up against his kingdom. Well, it also goes to show that Esau is running out of power in his own kingdom, man. Because you know, even 50 years ago, even 50 or so, 60 years ago, you know, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans couldn't stand out and speak according to the Bible and curse the devil out of his own kingdom. You know, going to show that the transferring of balance of power is shifting over from Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, to Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know? Yeah. Hey, and also, hey, that's according to prophecy. Really, ultimately, it's the Lord. You know, in Hosea, the fourth chapter, it talks about the Lord taking away the fowls of the earth and the creatures of the sea and the creeping things, man. You know, you got whales and dolphins beaching themselves, man. Why? To get away from all the pollution in the ocean. You know, to get away from these submarines out here sending these sonar signals. You know, back and forth. It's driving them crazy, and they just throw themselves on the beach like, kill me, man. You know, they'd rather die than live in Esau's kingdom another moment, man. You know, on to show that this devil's gotta go, man.
Gotta go, man. Hey, the sound of that sonar radars to them, it's probably like compared to like somebody taking on fucking scratching on a chalkboard, man.
Yeah.
You know, that terrible sound. Somebody scraping their nails on the chalkboard. That's probably how it sounds to these sea animals, man. To these sea creatures. Hey, shalom, brother. You know, that's probably how it sounds unto them, man. So that's torture, man. That's terrible. Why? Because Esau, the so-called white man, is in power, man. But guess what? The scriptures say the Lord's gonna set one over the earth that is profitable in due time, man. Which that time is now, man. You know, the scriptures say Jacob held the hold of Esau's heel, meaning we're gonna pull him out of power, man. Once he comes out of power, we're gonna be in power, man. And guess what? The scripture said, you know, the fir trees break forth into rejoicing. You know, it's gonna be beautiful when we come into power, man. Believe that, man. You know, it's gonna be things that nobody ever even seen before. Like, what the hell? You know, in Isaiah 65, it says, you know, the lamb and the wolf is gonna be feeding together, eating straw, man. You know, so there's not even gonna be no more bloody wild animal scenes, man. It's gonna be a complete change, man. And that's the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, what we're waiting on.
This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
See that, man? And who's the righteous? Okay, the elect of you Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, man. All right, the elect amongst them. All right, the hopeful elect. We are the righteous through the spirit and power of Yahawah, man. All right, that's the battle between good and evil, man. Jacob versus Esau. So when we come into power, everybody's gonna rejoice, man. All right, believe that, man. From your men, all right, from the human man, not have to worry about his woman committing adultery, and if she does so-called cheat on you, all right, which is an abominable, filthy, wicked act, a sin unto death, you're gonna be able to put her ass to death, man. All right. Now this is just amongst the heathen because we're gonna be perfect.
Right.
All right. So hey, just from that, it's gonna have all the males being happy, you know, that we rule over them, man. They're gonna be thanking us for that. Even the woman is gonna be happy, man. They're not gonna have any more goddamn diseases, man. You know, wearing pants and shit. You ain't supposed to be wearing pants. Taking a shower like a damn dude. You're supposed to be taking a bath, man. All right. Yeah, you're supposed to take a bath, and then when you get out the bath, then you hop in the shower, man, to get all the waters off you, man. All right, so because of that, you get all these yeast infections, man. Guess what? We're gonna put an end to that, man. You know, even though we were just talking about the birds, man. We're gonna put an end to misery, man.
This is but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
And who's the wicked? Esau, the so-called white man. All right. Anybody saying anything else, man, just fuel to the fire, man. It was born in vain. All right. Esau's the so-called white man. He is the wicked. He's the one that's in rulership, man. And that's why people are mourning. That's why people are killing themselves. That's why people are hooked on drugs. All right. That's why there's so much murder going on. All right. That's why there's so many people locked up in jail. All right. And that's why this place is ultimately going to receive horrific judgments, man. All right. Because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. All right. So that's why all these people are in mourning, man. You know, whether they know it or not. Because fucking Esau, the so-called white man's in power, he doesn't know how to rule for shit. You know, it's all about, only in Esau's world, you got the quote, it's a dog-eat-dog world, man. You know? Stepping on the next man to get ahead. That's how you succeed in Esau's kingdom, man.
Yeah. Well, when you look at it, you know, this is nothing but a Greek-Roman colonial society. You know, everything of their own practice, they're pushing it upon everyone in the world. And when you go back to Rome, if you look at their history, they were cutthroat each other when they were going to become the Caesar. You know, they was having incest with their family members, man. You know, they practiced homosexuality, man. You know, when you go back to Alpha and Beta, you had it where it was an Edomite, you know, with a beard. And what he would do, he would prey upon a beta. He would prey upon a young child. So they was actually practicing pedophilia, man. And now today in 2019, they got the nerve to pass homosexual rights, homosexual marriage. That's just nothing but Greek. That's nothing but Roman. You know, being a Roman, okay? Which are Esau, Edomites. You know. Got precept up. This is Genesis chapter 6, verse 12. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before thee, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. You know, hey, like you were saying, you know, it's so violent in this world, and that's why the Most High is destroying this place. The fact that you see protests all across the world is proving that the Most High is about to destroy this place, man. You know?
Yeah, and it's all over the place.
I had a precept when I was on the ride. I was listening. Y'all was talking about the birds, and this is Isaiah chapter 14. Did y'all read? This is Isaiah chapter 14, and I'll start at 3. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahawah shall give thee from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, Who hath the oppressor ceased? How hath the oppressor ceased, and the golden city ceased? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the sceptre of the rulers, who have smote the people in wrath with the continued stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing." And here's the point. "Yea, the fig tree rejoice at thee, and the cedar of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us." You know? So even the trees and things is going to rejoice, man. Y'all was talking about the birds committing suicide here in this kingdom. You know? Hey, that just shows you this is a wicked society, man. Everything about it, man. You know, from starting with man down to the animals, even to the fishes, man. There's nothing, well, let me say this. These Edomites are good for destroying everything that they put their hands on, man. You know, that's why they call another name for Esau is the son of perdition, man. You know, and that's it. And it's no, without a shadow of a doubt, we know that the so-called white man is Esau Edom. All right? You can't get around that. You are the master of disaster. You are the border of the wickedness, man. You are the sons of the wicked, man. You know? Hey, every time it's mentioned of in the Bible the abomination that maketh desolate, Esau was always in the mix. Like in the time of the Maccabees, when Esau took down our temple, that was the abomination that maketh desolate. Esau was always there, fucking shit up. Border of wickedness.
This is Psalm chapter 23, verse 4, right to the point. It says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." See that? And that's America, man. America is that valley of the shadow of death, man. Even the birds are killing themselves, man. It is you walking, imagine if you was there, man. You walking down the street and you see 300 birds bang their heads up against the damn wall, man, to kill themselves. Right. That's because this is the valley of the shadow of death, man. Like the bro said, animals, the sea creatures beaching themselves. All right, niggas killing themselves, killing each other. This is the valley of the shadow of death, man. And we really ain't even seen nothing yet. When Jacob's trouble comes, it's going to be major death here, man. It's about Esau says about 300 million people in America. Watch out, all of them going to die, man. Only 144,000, and the 1/3 going to make it out, man. So it's going to be a lot of death here in America, man.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. There is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land." You know, and what? When the Lord created this place, He created the animals, the fowls of the heaven, the creeping things on the earth.
Like, let me just correct what I said. 144,000 ain't gonna make it out of here. We're all scattered, you know. So nobody really knows the exact number of who's gonna make it out of America. So like, yeah.
Con. You know, and the Lord created all these animals and creatures on the earth, and it was good. You know, everything on the earth serves a purpose. But Esau, Edom doesn't understand that, man. That's why this place has to be destroyed, because there's great exceeding wickedness. And the brother just brought it out in Genesis the 6th chapter. The reason why the Lord flooded the earth in the first place was why? Because what? Wickedness greatly exceeded the earth, man. You know, so Esau, he can't get right, man. He has the scriptures. He knows the book. He knows that the earth was flooded before, but what? He's continuing on the same thing that got this place destroyed in the first place, man. You know, the Lord took down the Tower of Babel. He's trying to rebuild it all over again through what? His new world order. You know, he just can't get right, man, because he's a devil. And it says, verse 2, it says, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish. What was he talking about the trees? The trees are mourning, man. You know, Esau Edom is stupid enough to cut down his own oxygen source, man. You know, we even have laws in our Bible that actually say even if you're besieging another far-off country in somebody else's land, all right, if you're gonna take any tree and use it as a catapult or something for a weapon of war, you're supposed to take from a dead tree that bears no fruit, man. Why? Because what? The trees are life, man. You know. And it says, therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish. The beasts of the field and the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea shall be taken away. So, you know, we know it's through the deeds of the wicked actions of Esau Edom, but it's ultimately the prophecy of the Lord, Yahawashi, taking away these animals, killing off the birds, you know. It's ultimately the Lord doing it, man. And that's fulfilling prophecy.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and the plague, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for many. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. That's prophecy, man. You know, we're in that season now. We're in the approaching of the Lord's plagues being sent. Okay? And it's just taking its course, man. It seems like the Lord is just lining up everything like a chess piece, man. Everything is lined up geared towards the fulfilling prophecy, man. You know?
Yep, this is Jeremiah 28:9. It says, the prophet which prophesied the peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord hath truly sent him.
My friend, 2nd Ezra 15, start verse 3.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 3. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Right, man, because here it is. You know, we prophesying the downfall of this place, right, according to the scriptures, okay, exposing Esau, the so-called white man, all right, because he doesn't want to claim his heritage, man, you know, but that's you, man, all right. The so-called white people are Edomites, and he's trying to escape from it. He's trying to say that he's Japhet. He's trying to say nobody knows who Esau is, or he's even trying to say he's the Israelites, man. All right, so he's trying to escape his heritage, man. He's trying to escape his destiny, man. All right, his fate, you know, from Yahawah, BaHaSham, Rawchaa. All right, so read that again.
God.
All right, but yeah, because we out here, you know, prophesying the downfall of this place, prophesying, you know, what's going to come to pass, and of course Esau ain't with that, man. You know, he ain't feeling that. All right, why? Because we exposing him, man. So you read that again.
Is 2nd Ezra 15:3. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee.
Right, so he has imaginations against us for that, man. All right, against us for doing that. You got something called the red list, you know, the blue list, the yellow list, man. All right, which he plans to, one of his imaginations is, what he wants to do, right, is at 4 in the morning, when martial law is declared, those that are on the red list, he's gonna come for them, man. At 4 in the morning, you know everybody's in a deep sleep, right? So he's gonna try and come and get you when you sleep, man, so it's easy. All right, this is one of the things that he imagines against us, man. All right, to torture us and do whatever he thinks. But Yahawah is the one I say control, man. You can't do shit unless the Lord allows you to. And you're in a trick, man, because some brothers are going to use spiritual powers. Right. All right, read Isaiah 59 and 19.
Right? Now this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 11. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness has blinded them.
Yeah, you gotta really think about that. You know, here it is. You know they got the damn bulletin board they show it in movies, all right? Of the damn, when they trying to break down the freaking so-called kingpin, all right? They got the top man, you know, the rubber bands connecting everybody and shit. They even show you that in Power, you know? So here it is. They got, you know, they probably got one for us, and they plan on, all right, so we gonna get him, bring this concentration camp. They're setting everything up, man. All right, they got their they got their list, man. We're gonna bring him here, bring them there. These are the things that they're imagining, man. All right, to do. But shit, we ain't worried about that shit, man. All right.
Yeah, it says, verse 22. As for the mysteries of Yahawah, they knew them not. Neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for the blameless souls. For Yahawah created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold on his side do find it.
Thank you. Mr. Chama, when you were talking about the white man coming for you at 4 in the morning, that's part of his MO, because that's how he got the Gadites, you know, to put them to sleep with their so-called peace talks and their little treaties that they were doing at 4 in the morning, or when the men were out hunting, he would come in on the women and children unexpectedly because he's a pussy.
And that just proves the characteristics of Esau: cunning, skillful, crafty. You know, that's the nature of the Edomites. You know, you're cunning, you know, skillful, and you're very, very crafty, man. You know, you sneak attacks. You know?
Hey, well, snipers, you know, drones. You know, you got people fighting wars over there with a joystick like they're playing World of Call of Duty, man. You know, that's some pussy tactics, man. When the Israelites got down, we got down on the field hand-to-hand combat, man. Warrior style, man. You know?
A real man, you know, like they say, you know, here today, they say a real man to fight you with his hands, you know, and then if you lose or win, you still live to the next day. You know, that was real warrior, man. You know, somebody that can actually physically protect himself and actually hurt you, man. You know?
Hey, but like I remember you said that even last week, it's different from looking at somebody over the screen than being in front of their face. Esau think he, you know what I'm saying, he'd imagine all of that, but then when you're in front of brothers, you know what I'm saying, and you see that brother not scared, now you scared, you know what I'm saying?
Or like you said, or just say when he's in front of Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi, all the stuff that he imagined.
Yeah.
Hey, BaHaSham.
You probably see the angel around you or something.
Hey, yeah, real quick, just behind you, this is Psalms. Damn, this is Psalms chapter 10. Y'all brothers know where I'm going. Chapter 10, verse 2. Yeah. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
That's exactly what's going to happen, man. You know, that's part of one of the many reasons of why he's going to be destroyed.
Wasn't that niggas in here?
Yeah.
That was a nigga and his girl.
Yeah. Big black.
Well, that just goes into reaping what he sowed. So, you know how he loves blood, how he loves bloodshed and violence. That's actually what he's going to sow.
Yeah, that's right. So, and then, yeah, because it said, and the heathen, they lucky, man. You know, the Lord having mercy on them. Because in Psalms 83, you know, they came with one consent to cut us off that we may be a nation, man. You know?
Oh, damn.
And then even in the book of Maccabees, they wanted to root a memorial from out of that land of Israel, period, man. So they pretty much wanted to bury us, man. So now in return, that's what's actually gonna happen unto you. To where you're gonna be cut off as a nation, period, man.
I got the precept going to what you were saying. This is Psalms 2:1. Why doth the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision.
The thing is what they imagine. You know, Esau is imagining that he's going to have this extension on his rulership, and he's imagining this utopia that everyone is going to be transhuman. You know, this futuristic type of living. You know, the other day I saw on the feed there was an Edomite where they basically have a blueprint onto how they want to make cars actually fly. So they were showing you in 3D on like the guy getting into the car, and then the wheels folded in, and then it's actually, you know, taking off in the sky. I'm like, man, that never happened, man.
That'll never happen.
You know? Never happened. But these are the things that these Edomites imagine, man. You know?
Space expeditions in 2030, 35, things like that. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, man. That's another part of their imaginations.
Well, they're planning on starting to send shit out to Mars in just 4 years, man. You know, and then 2 years after that, they're gonna start to go there. Then they said every year after that, they're gonna send more and more people on a one-way trip, man. You a clown, man. All right, that shit is not gonna happen. Where we was at though?
Intergalactic slave. How you called it out?
Intergalactic
slave trade. That's the only way they're gonna go to Mars.
So back in 2 chapter 15, verse 3, it says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Right, and that's and right. So we're not to let them trouble us, man. You know, and that's actually a lot of reasons. I mean, one of the main reasons why some people actually won't come out here, man. All right, because you got people. I know people told me, you know that the FBI is watching you and shit like that. Yeah, and so what, man? All right, is the FBI the most high, man? Niggas is fearing man more than the creator, man. Yahawashi even said, oh, fear not him which can kill the body, but him that can kill the body and soul and health, man. Okay? So, even though you maybe ain't watch, hey, the Most High is watching you Edomites, man.
Yep.
We ain't got nothing to live for anyway, man. You know, you paying just to get by, man. Like Apostle Gabar always says, man, you're not even living. All right, you're just getting fucking by. All right, you're a goddamn slave in this land, man. You know, nothing's even guaranteed. Your children is not even yours anymore. You know, they can show signs of being little homosexuals, man. All right, then it's coming to a point where you whip their ass. All right, they could take your damn kids away. He's gonna grow up to be a homo anyway, man. You know, so this place is through, man.
Right.
Hey, you being watched anyway, man. Like that movie Ed Snowden. Even if you're in the world, you being watched. You know what I'm saying? So why not do it for the Lord?
Yeah. No, I was gonna make mention, like, y'all brothers, hey, brother's right, man. The apostle right. You know, this ain't living. The other day, you know, I went to go, check out my homeboy in the world. I see him in a while. You know, got up with him, kick it. Like, he's dead. These niggas are dead, man. All the niggas that's my age, and I'm not old. The niggas that's my age, they dead, man. They dead. And I'm like, yo, you need to stop. Like, nah, I'm gonna stop. These niggas are taking pills like you in high school. Or like you 22 years old, man. Niggas are still doing drugs every week. I'm looking at the nigga face, and look, he dead, man. Dead, man. Then you try to tell a nigga shit, he arguing with you. Oh, so what you saying though? I'm on drugs? You acting like I'm a crackhead or something. Nigga, you is. Then I say, you know what? I'm done. Look, don't even worry about it. But yo, man, these niggas, it's not living, man. It's not living to be taking pills, drinking liquor every weekend just to go chase some hoes at a bar or a club or party. That ain't living, man. Don't you know your body, you being destroyed, man?
You don't think about that until it's too late. Then you all fucked up in the game. Like, what was that rapper that had died off of Frezo Santana?
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, from all that when you that lean and shit, fucking up your kidneys and all that shit. Was in the hospital. then got out, and then still wound up dying on the floor by himself and was there for like 2-3 days and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like to the point, Brother Shakur was talking about like it's not living if you living paycheck to paycheck and you barely can make ends meet. That's why this is Esau's kingdom, because he's the one that's living.
Yeah.
He's the one that got the powers. He's the one that can do this and do that at will. But like if you want to go out and do something, you got like, hold on, let me check my bank account real quick. Let me check my statements real quick. Hold on. Let me budget. Let me count. Hold on. So if I do this, then hold up. My check coming next Thursday. Like you got to plot, plan, and strategize. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then if you spend some money that you ain't planning on, now that shit set you back. You know what I'm saying? So then you might be late on some bills or some other shit. So this ain't nothing when you got to work like that, man. You know? And every other day you wondering to scrape off bills and stuff, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, I got my father hit me up for money, my mother needs money, my sister needs money, you know what I'm saying, like, and all this damn week, and I'm like, God damn, you know, your own minds is family and shit, but that just shows you, like, as a people, like, we fucked up within the society, you know what I'm saying, and look, this sounds like Esau and his kids looking it up real quick. It's Job 21, and I'm gonna start at verse 7, it says, wherefore do the wicked live? So the scripture saying that the wicked is living, right? Become old, yea, are mighty in power. They got power from the time that they are born to the time that they die within the society. We have no power from the time that we are born to the time that we die within the society. I'm talking about on the whole, you know what I'm saying? Verse 8, their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Meaning what? All of their children grow up on the whole scale, right? Their children grow up right before them. They get to raise their children. They get to have savings accounts for their children, bank accounts, put them into college, different programs, shit like that. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? If our child want to go to college or something, like, yo, you better go to community college or something like that, or you're going to have to get a job or something. The average Jake ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Or then if you on child support or some shit, and now that they up the child support to the 25, now so you gotta pay child support for extra 7 years after your child turned 18 because they want to go to college. So that fucks you up another 7 years on top of your life, man.
Hey, I got quick. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 65. It says, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord Yahawah shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind.
Yo, what's
verse gave me anxiety.
what is Jake's most common issue? What is within the society? Because Esau perpetuates it so heavy. It's money.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Jake is all stressed out over money because of what Esau perpetuates out there.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Even back in the ancient world, if you still didn't have a lot, you still was good because you didn't have to necessarily have money. You could trade, you could do the barter system, or you had different ways of making means, and it wasn't all about money like that. But within the society, if you don't have a dollar, like it's like you're not shit. People don't consider you to be shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why like how you say, like, you know, when people will pick grapes or whatever, you leave some for the homeless, so at least they can eat. Everybody was still taken care of and within our communities in some way, shape, form, or fashion, even if you didn't have a lot, man. You know what I'm saying?
They were saying that Amron said, he said, you can't get money in the earth this big, you worthless kid, you don't even deserve to live. Everything about money.
That's what Esau perpetuates within the society. So that's how I said, like it's a dog eat dog world or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because my son, he 16. I was like, yo, because we don't know how long you got to get him over sooner before they're like, yo, what you trying to do, man? Like, I'm like, you trying to go to college and shit? Like, I don't really know. I ain't decided that. Yo, man, get you a trade, man. You know what I'm saying? A little online business. I ain't going to put you down if you want to do it, but, yo, college, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't trying to be a doctor, a lawyer, which you ain't got that much time left in this society anyway, so you don't need to focus on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just trying to tell, because, yo, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Brothers making trades and young $30, $40 an hour, you know what I'm saying? That, hey, you good. If you ain't got no kids, you good. That's good enough for you. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. Instead of sitting up in the damn classroom, learning for another 5 to 6 years, all this debt piled upon you. Now when you got to get out and working at McDonald's. An article came out a few years ago, and Alex Jones had brought it out too, that janitors is making more than the average college graduate.
And my boy got out of high school, got his plumbing degree. I mean, plumbing license. Ever since high school, he's been making over $25,000. He's been working at the school for years. He got so bad that he looks like a janitor now. You know what I'm saying? He don't know. He knows he's an Israelite, but he don't practice the ways. So he don't get no shape up. But he's not doing it because of the Lord. Like, that's just the way he is. He just wake up, go to shit. You know what I'm saying? He looking like a damn real G. You know, scrub the rough.
And then when you look at it now, since minimum wages and shit started about going up, so the little bit of money you making anyway, it's really no point of going to fucking college. They say by like, cause I was looking at the scale, you know what I'm saying, from pay raises like in New Jersey and shit, and by, they say by, well, Willem ain't here that goddamn long, but they say by 2024, the minimum wage should be $15, and that's only because of inflation and the cost of living going up and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people now, if you make $15, that seems like something, but it's really still not shit at the end of the day.
Nope.
If you're not making like 20 or something or 30 something dollars an hour, then it's really not shit. To be honest, if you got kids and daycare and all, it's still not nothing, right?
Well, but that's the illusion in which folks don't understand when they leave from up north to go down south.
I was about to say that.
They go down south and vacate with family, and they be like, yo, in Atlanta, they got condos for $600. Shit, I'm about to move. I'm about to go down there. They go down south, and then they have to get a job that only pays just enough to pay that $600. Then you give them about a year, they be like, yo, I gotta come back home. I gotta get some money.
Because it's only beneficial. And anyway, the Lord saying the curses shall pursue you, whithersoever thou goest. So it don't matter if you leave from New Jersey to go to Atlanta, or you leave from New Jersey to go here, them curses are still upon your ass. And secondarily, it only really benefits you if you got like a business or something like that and you move to no other places.
Yeah, if you go down there with your company, and the company, you work out a deal where they pay you a certain amount, and then you go down there and you getting this high pay, you know, top of the line down there, you know?
This is Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. It says, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
Because as soon as you get paid, you know, you work for a job, as soon as you get paid, they already deduct your taxes out. So you barely even see the amount. So when you're doing your little job research, looking for a job, you start counting the money. Oh, that's a 16? You gotta deduct taxes. Don't think that you're getting that full 16, you know?
Hey, well, every week when we get paid, I joke around with my coworker, and I'm like, oh snap, is it pay them day? You know, because that's what it is. It's really pay them. As soon as you get paid them day. We don't call it payday no more. We call it pay them day. You know, because what? Every time you get the check, you gotta pay this off, this, that, and this and the third. And sometimes I see myself broke by the following Sunday going into Monday. After the Friday I got broke, and you still got another week or so to go, man. You know?
Hey, that just shows you that this system is designed, man. This is a pit. This is how you should know that it's the so-called white man, which is Esau Edom, put this in order, man. He put this in motion, man. You know, in the ancient times, if you happen to live in a certain part of a land and that land was rich, guess what? You were rich. You know, if a father would have daughters, hey, he was considered rich. You know, if he married his daughters off, or whatever the case is. But in the land, you had a chance to have more than what you have today. You know?
Hey, in the ancient world, you could be homeless, you could be poor, and then I could go work for this brother and earn wages for myself, and then after 7 years of serving this brother, I walk away with a little something. You know what I mean? Get some cattle, you know, get your own piece of land, and then grow it up and have your own wealth, man. You know?
Hey, even you know, like during the time of the Passover in Jerusalem, we would even make booths, man, for the homeless. Okay, so that they don't gotta sleep outside like this bullshit you see today. They'll just go in the booths and occupy that, man. Nobody was charging them for that shit, man. You know? It was like free shelter, man. You know, imagine that. You could stay in a hotel for free. It wasn't a level of a hotel, but it was to get you by, man. You know, hey, anything like that, Esau, you gotta pay the so-called white man.
Right. Hey, I bring this up.
Because real quick, an example of that was in California. Anybody see this where they have like the it was like a mobile portable dog home for human beings though. It was like a little mini home that these like this volunteer Edomite group, they could have been Jakes, who knows, were making for the homeless in California. And they had a few of the homeless living there. It was like a little portable, it was shaped like a house, but it was really small, and it was a place where the homeless could get out of the weather.
Wow.
Esau shut it down, you know? It didn't mean nothing. You put it on the side of the road, they had to, something about permits and things like that, you know? Even if you try to do something for the homeless, if you don't have the proper permits, even if feeding the homeless, you can't feed the homeless without electing. Like if we come out here and we give out, and we have food to give out, Esau, the cops will come and shut us down, man. You know?
This the land of the free, though.
The brothers can break this down. This is Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? What? Yeah, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? You know, Sean always bring this up. You know how in the ancient times, you know, well, if we had a vine, we had a farm, we would leave some behind. You know, whatever we would take and whatever would be left over, it would be for the missing fortune. They was able to eat. You know, that's the Lord, man. You know, unlike Esau, you know, Esau has no mercy. That's why James, he said, he that showeth no mercy shall receive no mercy, man. And that's why the Edomites is going to go out in a dramatic fashion, man. In a horrible, horrific type of violence that was never really seen. Because Esau, you swear you the master of violence, but the Heavenly Father is the king of terrors, man. And what he's going to do to you is going to be never done on the earth, man. It's going to be amazing. Hey, the angels going to get down with us, man. The angels going to get down and be shooting you and zapping you to dust, man. You know, they're going to be blowing up buildings, man. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, an angel hop out of the chariot and fuck you up hands on, man. You know, there's going to be some marvelous things going on, man. Things that you can't understand. You know, to say the wicked never understand, man. You know?
Micah chapter 5, verse 15. And I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. So it's going to be a scary sight for Edomites, man. You know? It's like it's like something like tunnel vision, man. Everybody, it's going to be scary, man. I can't even really tell you how it's going to be for you Edomites, man, because scripture just said, such as they have not heard, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be out of this world. Every single thing that's breathing is going to want to fuck the Edomites up, man. You know, everything that's alive is going to want to fuck you out, man. Because, you know, from the birds, you know, you messing with the birds, man. The animal, the sea creatures is going to want to get hands on you, man. Begging us to throw you to them so that they can fuck you up, man. For your sonar radars, all right? Messing with their, you know, messing with their space, man. All right? Fucking their lives up. You destroy everybody's lives, man. And like Apostle, once again, like Apostle always said, always quotes, the old school Planet of the Apes. You're like the harbinger of death, man. Yeah. You know, shun him, man. You know, keep him away from you, man. Why? Because you're the border of wickedness, all right? Everything you put your hands on, gets destroyed, man.
They said don't let him multiply. Don't let him breed.
Yeah, hey, and that's the scriptures, man. You know? But here it is, you know, as the brother was saying, you know, we would look out for the homeless, man. Esau takes every single dollar to try and take every single dollar to himself, because this is Ecclesiastes 5 and 10. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. See? So he can never be satisfied, man. All right? That's why he's out here oppressing the poor, righteous man. You know? Because ultimately, the so-called white man is greedy. He can never be satisfied, man. That's why you got a lot of so-called Jewish stereotypes, man. A lot of jokes about how greedy they are, man. And really, that's wicked, man. That's sad, man. To be a fucking greedy bastard like that, man.
Hey.
Oh, Salakia.
Yeah,
I got the law actually on how we wouldn't have any poor in our society within our gates, because brothers had a welfare system and we would look each other out. Deuteronomy 15:7. If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates in thy land, which the Lord thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother. But thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need in that which he wanted.
Wow.
You know? So that's true brotherly love. You know, we wouldn't in our society we wouldn't see our brother just destitute on the street eating out the garbage can. But in Esau's kingdom, you got Edomites picking out the garbage. You know?
Hey,
And then a lot of that also, I gotta say, goes towards those damn drug dealers, man. You know, check out that show Snowfall. Yeah, they're fucking warlocks, man. A lot of the reason why they're homeless as well is because they done messed around, got them hooked on crack. All right, you know, the scripture say, don't put a stumbling block to make your brother fall, man. All right, so it is a man can be living his life. That's why you gotta check out Snowfall, man. That show is edifying, man. You know, here it is. You could be wanting to go to college, man. All right, wanting to do whatever, you know, whatever path you want to take, man. And then here it is, crack gets put into your life. And now you homeless, man. Walking down the street with one sock and shit, man. You know, eating out the garbage cans. All right, and that's why people look at you in disgust, man. Like, I don't want to give you shit. Like, get away from me, man. You know, those damn drugs, which ultimately all comes from Esau, the so-called white man. You know, because the scriptures say what? The thoughts of every one of them is deep. All right, he continually plot against our people to destroy us. So here it is. They brought crack into our hoods, all right, in the 80s, man, and all these different drugs. And got our people hooked through sellout ass niggas, man, to destroy their lives. All right, so that also plays a big factor within these damn homeless today.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had some. Because Esau, it wasn't, you know, it was a point in time where he was, you know, pushed out of the world. You know, he wasn't acceptable among none of the nations, and that's gonna come back in a big way. All right, this is Job chapter 18. And verse 15, it shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. You know?
And so that goes to show you that they ain't no damn Edomites that can be saved, man. You know? They're all gonna be destroyed, man. You know, say you're not even gonna have root, man. Alright? And we sent your ass up in the damn Caucasus Mountains because you're the wicked, man. Alright, like Bill said, it's coming back in a big way, alright? Because you're gonna go back into slavery, man. Alright? You know, he that leads into captivity shall go into captivity. All right, and then after, you know, when we let up on these damn other heathen, man, they're going to be trying to get on your ass too, man.
Yeah, that's what scripture say in Isaiah 14, that they shall narrowly look upon him. Because going into how he shall be driven from light into darkness, basically meaning how people are going to detest his ways, his laws. Like, you know, seeing that they was filthy, that they was, you know, that's what led them into that, you know, that horrible destruction that Babylon got.
What the scriptures say, this eat, who made the earth to tremble.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I got one. This is Job chapter 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me, excuse me. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose father I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
Yeah, it's like when you watch a play, and you know how everybody get their part to speak in a play. Now one person had it. That's what Esau. That's Esau rulership. He got his part to speak in the play. Now and the light's on him. Then the light gonna turn out. You know, you stand in the background while the other person speak. That's how it is for Esau's rulership.
Right. Like
I got a quick piece while you get that. Proverbs 11 and 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Yeah. Righteousness is all about righteousness, baby. Hey, the righteousness is gonna get a just reward at the end of the day. That's why Wisdom of Solomon, it tells you that excuse me, let me see. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and 22. It says, as for the mysteries of Yahawah, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern a reward for the blameless souls. It says, for Yahawah created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold on his side do find it. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3:1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahawah, and there shall no torment touch them. You know? That's it. Hey, there's a reward for the righteous. You know? And that's what so far beyond that they look for. Oh, Wisdom of Solomon, 5th chapter. You know? Salvation unto the righteous, man.
Quick one. This is Psalms 37 and 16. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. You know, straight to the point.
Damn.
You know, because what the you could be poor, you could be whatever, but if you're righteous, you know what, you know that's riches in the eyes of the Lord. You know.
Yeah, man. I got some. Sirach chapter 3 verse 1 says, "Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe." You know. So hey, man, you know who's gonna be safe in that day? All right, the men of the Lord, man. All right, the elect. Okay, you're not gonna be safe because you have an abundance of weapons. All right, or you're a damn freaking hoarder. All right, or doomsday prepper, I should say. Okay, you're not gonna be safe from that. All right, because you're into that. Safety comes from BaHaSham and Rawchaa.
And it's funny, when you were reading that, this scripture came to mind, Judges 5:11, where it says they that are delivered, you know, and that's the key right there. I shall rehearse. All right, let me read it. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water in our captivity, you know, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, you know. So it's about rehearsing those righteous acts, you know, and that's how you ultimately gonna get delivered, you know, in this captivity of ours, man. You know, through righteousness.
Yeah, you think about it, the scriptures say the Lord is a just weight. You know, he's a fine balance, man. And right now, you have wickedness beating up on righteousness, man. You know, everyone is majority wicked. If they not in the spirit and power of Yahawashi, then they wicked, man. And here it is, the scriptures say, he that condemneth the just, and he that condemneth the just,
He that justifies the wicked
wickedness, roughly paraphrasing,
are both an abomination.
it's an abomination to the Lord. We're standing up for righteousness, man. You know, we're standing up for the truth. You know, Esau is trying to turn us into transhumans. He wants us to practice Greek and Roman behavior when it comes to homosexuality, man. You know, he's pushed his vibration upon the people in the world, man. And then when we stand up against it, we're the ones with a problem. Esau's the devil, man. And you think that the Lord is going to allow him to rule this world of wickedness forever and ever and ever and ever? It's not going to happen, man. The scriptures tell you in Ecclesiastes the 3rd chapter, there's a time and seasons under heaven. You know, there's a purpose for a particular time. All right. Scriptures also say the Lord set up kings. Okay, it's him that set up kings and he destroyed kings, man. So we're only playing out right now the devil's kingdom, man. And that's through the power of Esau, man. You know?
Got a quick precept. James 2:5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him?
And that scripture gonna resonate even more with the souls here of you Israelites, man. Because it's gonna come a point in time that you're gonna be ashamed not having this truth, man. You know, real riches is the knowledge of the Lord, man. And the Lord said he hath chosen the poor, rich in faith. He haven't chosen the rich, man. You know, people, they, you know, scriptures say they, Salakia, but they judge according to appearance, man. You know, someone with gay clothing on, which is certain colored, nice-looking attire, you know, you will give them the world. But then someone that comes regular and plain, you know, you won't even give a head. You despise that truth, that man. You know? Well, the Lord is the complete opposite of that. Okay? We'll read that again, huh?
Yeah. James 2:5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom?
And he said, rich in faith. So who really gonna have faith in the Lord, man? Who really gonna believe in the invisible power? Think about that. Who's really gonna believe? The Lord's elect. Because they have what? They're rich in their faith, man. Go ahead.
heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him.
Hey, he said heirs of the kingdom, man, which he has promised to them that love him, man. Okay? Because the Lord truly loves his people. You know, Edris was talking with the Heavenly Father, you know, and the Lord told Edris, he said, you love people more, my people more than me. You know, what's something to you? You love my people more than me? Even after our people, so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Hispanics, Native, Seminole Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel, even though our people are at their worst, the Lord still do love them. Because guess what? He kept that covenant, man. You know, but the Lord has got to what? Whoop that ass, man. He's got to purify them first. That's still love. The Lord is going to allow the elect to be delivered and to bring back what? The 2/3, man. The 1/3 is going to bring back the 2/3, man. You know? That's love, man. The Lord is going to tax that ass because you ain't right, and then he's going to set you right. And guess what? Even our people in the kingdom, they're going to be perfect, man. You might be on just a regular citizen, a lower level of an Israelite, but it's, hey, you're going to have power, man. You're going to have rulership, man. You're going to have authority, man. I dare Ishmaelite walk up to you and say something slick. You're going to be able to slap that ass down, man. Put that dude in check, man. You know? That's the power that the Lord is going to give us, man. Hey, Edris was saying, how long, Lord? He said, these other nations have always been recruited as nothing, but they now begin to be lords over us, man. Because right now in this day, these damn heathens are lords over us, man. Here it is, you go to the job, you got to bow your head, man. You might not call him Lord, but when he come around, you better respect it, man. You don't want to lose your job, you know? You don't want Satan jumping on your ass for not using wisdom. The Lord made us as sheep. You know, sheep and lamb is some humble creatures, man. When you look at a lamb lays his life down, man. He doesn't even, when he got a, brother, when you see videos or a couple of y'all brothers, y'all went and slayed a lamb and, you know, told the story and how, you know, you put the knife to the lamb neck and the lamb just lay there to get killed. Man, that was, you know, a mortal man, the fleshly man would be trying to kill me, you know, get out of here, you know? But the lamb just gave his life. That's why Yahawashi was the image of the lamb, man. You know, of that attribute, that characteristic, you know, because, hey, he gave his life for the elect. He gave his life for the Israelites, you know?
Quick precept, because we mentioned on how, you know, regular citizen is still gonna be good in the kingdom, man. This is all Psalms chapter 84, verse 10. It says, for a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power. Then it says, I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tent of wickedness.
Hey, being a doorkeeper in the palace of the elect, I guarantee you, them heathens, I was telling this the other day, I was thinking of that, and this same thing came across my mind. Some of these heathens gonna love it when we ruling over them, man. They're not gonna want to get pushed down and be with the, hey, if they're a slave unto the elect, they will want to be slaves unto the elect. They gonna, look, I don't want to go back down here. You know, let me serve you, master. You know, let me serve you, Lord, because they're gonna want to stay around that beautiful power, man. Even the heathens, but as David, humble King David, you know, being humble, man, say he would rather just be a doorkeeper because that's how beautiful it's going to be, man. Just imagine you being a doorkeeper and able to drink the same water as them. Man, you going to, you know, and you be able to sit there and watch from the outside while they party. You know, because when you party, Jake, you know how Jake get. Come on, man. Get you something. Get you something. And you be sitting there. You're the doorkeeper, man. You're going to love that, man. So, man, you know,
this role reversal, just how our people look towards Esau for everything. They want to be next to Esau. It's just going to be the opposite way. That's all it is. That's exactly what our people do everything now for. Would they try to go to the Grammys and different stuff like that for? Get the fool of Esau. They just want to be next to him at the party, just like how you said. You know what I'm saying?
Or we have their show to get their chance to walk down the red carpet for their moment.
Exactly.
So they can see that I was at the 2019 awards. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing something.
Hey, even a couple of cats that I grew up with in school, they went on tour with the Woo. They was just with the entourage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, they didn't have no job. They was able to go on tour with them and just be, you know, claiming on hangers on with them, man. And they was good, you know.
Hey,
You know.
you remind me with 50 Cent. You know, he had a entourage. He was saying like his whole entourage was good. They was getting free clothes, sneakers, jury, hand-me-down jewelry.
Yeah, you know. But hey, like I said, they was getting the whatever women they were dealing with. They could be women too, you know. They would actually probably send them out there to go in there and go bring them back to the VIP, you know. So they was living it up. So it's like, you know, almost like it's all on him. But it's like, I'm gonna do what I want, you know, and bring them in, you know. I got something real quick. This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 11.
Oh, that's the spirit.
Right? Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of woman, there is none rising a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. So you know, and hey, this is in red. Yahawashi said that there's no greater than John, and he said that in the least in the kingdom, the least of the kingdom, you know. So that gotta be the lowest grimy cat that's on this earth right now. He's gonna be greater than the prophet John, you know. You know,
Including the Puerto Rican
right?
training.
Man, yo, that's heavy though, man. Because what was John was like, make either way, man. Make either way. You know? For my shoes ain't big enough to latch. Roughly paraphrase, I want to make it a scripture though, but you know what I'm saying? There's somebody greater than me, but he was basically, you know, that man in the wilderness that was leading the way for Yahawashi. You know?
And we're all in the same way like John, because right now we're leading the way for Yahawashi. You know, same way, man. You know, hey, John was preaching the doctrine of repentance. We're preaching the doctrine of repentance. All right, telling the Israelites, as the scriptures say, he that is in trouble come rest with us. You know, so if you of the like-minded and you know there's something going on, and scriptures say, he that heareth me heareth the Most High. So as we prophesy and preach, and if it resonates with you, then you possibly can be of the elect, man. That was like John, man. John the Baptist, man. You know, we're prepared that way, man. That wedding. You know. All right, so this is Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. It says, "Come unto me." This is Yahawashi. He said, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." You know, hey, the Lord has come to truly give us rest. You know, what we're doing, he called this a light affliction, man. And the Lord is what? Merciful, man. Okay? He said what? He said, for I am meek and I am lowly in heart. You know, that was Yahawashi, man. You know, so our Lord, yeah, he was an awe-scared man, but you better know too that Yahawashi showed great compassion among his people, man. You know, when he saw certain Israelites that was decrepit, you know, had demons on them, he was eager to heal them, man. You know, he jumped, you know, he was eager to bring him over here, you know. And he was having compassion upon the Israelites, man. You know?
Got a quick precept. The flip side to that, that come rest with the Lord, Micah 2:10 says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction." You know, so you're supposed to depart from the ways of Babylon and cleave unto the Lord.
This is clearly not the rest, man. Hey, you're justifying wickedness, man. It's homosexuality, it's trainees walking around here. Israel is gone, man. You can't say that this is paradise, man. This is fucking hell. You know, Jake is getting killed left and right by each other and also by your enemy Esau, man. And these other nations, man. This is not paradise, man. You know, being a rapper, being a basketball player, being the next LeBron, MJ, that ain't shit, man. I guarantee you that LeBron and Michael Jordan is miserable too, man. The only thing that keeps them from stop being so miserable is probably the riches and the things that they have in front of them. But if they ever sit down, they tired. Hey, to be an NBA ball player, you're a goddamn slave, man. You know, see, you want that fame from behind it, that glory that come with it. But you gotta play 68 games, man. You gotta run up and down that court and give your all in every game, man. You gotta really be built to play in the NBA, man. You gotta be like a machine, man. And it start up in here first. It's hard for Jake now just to get in the gym and be consistent every other day. These dudes, they got contracts, they have to. If they get tired, they get that thought, oh man, I feel like fucking playing this game. They on live TV. They gonna be embarrassed, man. You know, hey, football is even harder than basketball, man. Them guys be diamond, but they had the show a couple of years ago on the camps. What was it? I forgot what it was called, but it was basically
Hard Knocks.
It was guys that was trying to get in. Okay. It was guys that trying to get in. They was fighting like tooth and nail. Dudes was having concussions, but not saying nothing because they wanted to get on that team, man.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, man. You lose your life just to, for fame, man. To be on an NBA team or NFL team, you think that's life? So you can go to the club and get praised? You think that's life? That ain't shit, man. That shit is whack. That shit is ass, man. Oh, you want to be a god like Kanye? Kanye believes that he's a god, man. And he said that, what he said? I forgot exact words. But he said that the rappers are like prophets. And he said basically, they the scriptures. He spit the scriptures. And he said, y'all the worshipers. Y'all worship us, we gods. Because when they come out there, all they got to do is go. And they cry, oh! They fucking idiots, man. I'm not, be honest, hey, there's nothing wrong, it's not against the scriptures to go to the concert and be there. But if you go to a concert, that's a form of worship. That's why they turned all of these concerts today with these celebrities into rituals, man. Because it's a form of worshiping. You up there, oh, yo, my nigga. Oh, nigga, that's worshiping this dude. Everything he do, he could be like, oh, look at Michael Jackson's status, man. All the people, Michael Jackson. Michael, that shit is crazy, man. How worshiping, idolizing can go that far, man. And you take it back when they was sacrificing their children in Talmud, man. You know, you sacrifice your baby just to worship this God, man. You know, in our power ain't nothing like that, man. But go ahead, I don't want to keep going.
Hey, even when I was in the world, man, I went to a Jay-Z concert, man. He really didn't have to perform. They was saying the lyrics though, man. It's like it don't matter if he was saying the lyrics though. They were drowning him out. What they knew the word for word. They knew what he was saying. You know, he just hold the microphone and like. He gets this whole half the song. It's like, okay, they doing the work.
He getting
all the money for it.
So he's trying to get everybody to chant Yahawah practically to him.
Oh yeah, he's saying that Jehovah.
When he tried to call something over, you know what I mean? And Kanye tries to put himself on the level to where he got the what they call him? Yeezy. Yeah, you know, to where they put him on that level to where you try to put yourself like you your own deity, right? You know.
He got his own Bible and shit.
Yeah.
That's why that word fame goes back to the famine. You know, like the most famous people are the most famished, like they're empty inside. So they need that praise.
Yeah, right. Because their soul is go up. They sold their soul. They're empty shell. They got an empty shell. They ain't none of that money. They're an empty shell. You know?
Concerts and shit. I ain't never go to one. I don't have a plan on you standing up around a bunch of thousands of other motherfuckers and you just, you know what I mean? I'm just mad uncomfortable and shit. Like you said, you just chanting this person's songs or yelling at them. Like, that's an uncomfortable scenario. I don't want to be around no shit like that, man.
It takes you, man, through the spin, man. It was just real. It's real tacky. It's real tacky, man. Because it's like, here it is. You got a seat you're paying for. But you ain't gonna sit in that seat because everybody's standing. So now it's like because now the person in front of you standing, you gotta stand. So you paying X amount of money for a seat, premium dollars, all right, FRS for a seat, man. You can't even sit in, you know. And it's just it was just the whole thing was just out of order, man. You know, like I said though, man, that's up the world, man.
Those tickets are expensive too, man. Them tickets are expensive.
That's how they make their money, man. That shit is whack. You know, that shit really mean. Just listen to the music.
Oh, real quick, R. Kelly, he used to have he used to buy out
Yeah,
the
yeah.
front row seats, right here, where the Devils play, right, right there, right. He buy out those seats will be empty, right. Before he gets on, his people is bringing in the groupies, man. All the girls. The first 3 or 4 rows is all groupies. They brought them out and they're hanging out on the side and they're bringing them in, and he wants them to worship him, man. So it makes it a lot because a lot of times you got somebody going there with the girl, you know, even though the woman wicked, she ain't gonna be she gonna be sitting down, but then he wants the women to be like praising him, man. And that's what he did, man. That's what he does.
What we bringing out is just proving that this is not living. This is not our rest, man. Hey, Jake is supposed to be on a royal level, man. We royalty, man. You know, when Jake get money, you know, he stands out. When Esau has money, it's dull, man. He don't really know how to be a king, man. Okay, he's an evil, wicked genius, man. He's someone that knows how to think of the most evilest things and be skillful and crafty about it, man. That's Esau, man. You know? Hey, the brother brought out the scripture, Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. When the righteous rule, the people rejoice. Ain't nobody rejoicing. Right now, our elder Apostle Tahar, he put out a couple of videos this week. Yeah, just yesterday. You know, with certain places on Spain on fire, man. You know, I didn't see it on the feed, but I saw it from his feed, man. That the world is in an uproar right now, man. We're truly living in what the Lord said, and somebody can 2 Corinthians 9 real quick, BaHaSham, you know, because I could quote it, but we're truly living in the times where Paul said, this is now high times to wake up out of sleep, man. You shouldn't be asleep. You should not be ignorant to wickedness, man. You know right or wrong, man. You know right or wrong. Jake know, but Jake dwell on other people's opinions, man. You know, you play upon feelings and emotions, man, like you're a woman, man. You know, but
2 chapter 9 verse 1 says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
So what we're supposed to do is that we're supposed to watch and measure what time we're living in. Because we know by the Lord saying that there is going to be an end of the world, man. There is going to be a time where the Lord Yahawashi is going to return, man. So how do you determine that? See, these Christians and these churches, they're not even Christians.
Right.
Yeah, these
grape juice drinkers.
Grape juice drinkers, all right, with that plantation Christianity doctrine, you know, they don't really believe who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ is actually coming back. Everything to them is a feel-good, go-along, get-along, man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But we are despised because we actually believe in what the word says, man. So we're the most hated because we actually believe, and we're actually practicing and standing stiffly for what the Lord's name is, man, and for what His word is, man. You know, that's crazy. How can you hate someone that's actually performing the acts of the scriptures?
Hey, one reason is because they're in the ways of Babylon, man. You know, they try to take the Western mentality and marry it with plantation Christianity. So now, when we start to really go into the scriptures, though, it rubs them the wrong way. They feel some kind of way about it, you know? And it just goes to show you that they hate the Lord, man. They're the only ones that's coming up against the scriptures. They're the only ones that's going against the scriptures. You know? They're the only ones that's the spirits are getting stirred up. They don't even know that they're the opposition of the scriptures.
And you know what? Like you said, when we dive in, now you start to realize who are the true believers. And Yahawashi said that to that woman at the well. You know, not who you worship, you know who we worship, you know, because now the true worshipers is going to worship the Lord, you know, and it's starting with the prophets, man, who the Lord has sent out, you know, the apostles, you know, the disciples, man, okay?
Verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And they're not looking for it. And another thing too, when I was watching the elder Apostle Tahar's show, he said even mainstream is not covering what's going on in the world. And the first thing that came to my mind was 2 Corinthians 16. And then, you know, also the Lord said He had blinded them. Hey, Yahawashi said He cometh as a thief in the night. You know, somebody can get 1 Thessalonians 5:1. Because to us, We know that he comes as a thief, but to the world, he's going to surprise you, man. Okay? So, can you read that again, BaHaSham?
It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And this is the world in which he made. We're living in his world. We're not living in Esau's world. We're living in his society. And the Lord set him up to rule, but we're actually living in the Lord's world. This is why you Edomites can't get out of that glass, man. You can't get out of this. You can't get out of this world. You were made here from the dust, and this is where you're going to die. You know, the dust shall return back to the dust. You're not going out of space, man. You're not going to another terrain, another planet. You're not going into one of the Lord's houses. This is your house. All right? He made you to rule for a certain time, and he's going to take you out in a certain time, man. You know?
Those are the planets are reserved for the elect. You know, and the Father's house is many mansions. You know, He ain't set those planets up for you. Esau. You know. This 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren.
Hold up, pause. Of the times and seasons, brethren. This is why you should understand when you read the scriptures is talking about prophecies, man. It's a history book, okay? It deals with prophecies, man. It also is laws and statutes. Like, this is all we need. You know, I hate the, well, not to hate, but we always constantly talk about movies and we bring up the book of Eli. Why did that Edomite wanted that book from Denzel? Because he knew this book had it all. It had history, it had the laws, it had statutes, commandments. It was a way to rule and govern the people, right? Exactly. You know? But Esau, he has it, but he pushes to the side and he does what he wants to do. He pushed forth his Greek and Roman colonial society, his vibration on everyone. He puts his practice, his traditions from his culture. And we're not Esau, man. Okay? You read about Jacob and Esau, it said there were two different men of people. One was stronger than the other. Okay? It said the elder shall serve the younger. All right? Which means that what? Esau that came out first, he's going to eventually serve Jacob. All right? And that's the kingdom. But we're two different men of people. You black people and you Hispanics, why are you practicing homosexuality? That's not of your culture or your tradition. That's why I told this person the other day, somebody I was talking to, that this generation that's out here today, this is Esau's experiment. They GMO babies. Okay. And they have no, they basically are guinea pigs to really destroy the rest of Israel. Like, this is really where Esau has Israel by the balls, man. Because this is the breaking and the finish touch on killing Esau. I mean, killing Jake, man. Right. But the Lord is here. And the Lord set up the prophets, man. When you look at these young dudes, they have no morals, they have no principles, they have no values. Everything that they learn and everything that they do is all by Esau. Or it's just straight wild animal shit. Being out here in the streets and thinking it's cool. Right. These women, look at all these women. Either blonde hair, blue hair, orange hair, purple hair, blue eyes. Their minds are so fucking gone. They're out of this world. So it's like, what could you do with them? Everything on social media, you run with it. You know, you want to hug this. Hey, the highlight of the year. You had the man hug the murderer in front of the world that killed your brother. Right. Like, that's a cold statement, man. If that's not a smack in the face, the scripture say, who shall rouse him up? Who gonna rouse you niggas up? Right. What's gonna take you to get the fuck up? Right. What's gonna take you to wake the hell up? Right. What?
And showing that Esau's been planning for this, he deemed it Generation X. Like, that's his terminology, but he's been planning for this generation of X, and X means crossed out. So, you know, they literally planning to do away with Israel.
That's Revelations 11 and 8.
Yeah. Actually, we have the Generation Z. Because you got Generation X, you got the Millennials, and Generation Z. So we got Generation Z right here, man. This is, like I said, they're done. Like I said, because you had really the generations before that, the mothers now, okay, any women growing up in the 90s, man, they was wicked as hell, man. There's a lot of shit going on, and wickedness, it's just wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? And they carry that shit on. Now, those are basically, now they're turning grandmothers now. Those the women that grew up in the 90s are grandmothers now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Grandmothers now. So now they don't pass down that poison, man, because that's where they really started, man. That conscious rat was out, okay? Then Esau, the culture vulture, you know what I'm saying, that he is, okay, all right, he flipped it to where, okay, we wanted to go in this direction. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? But what the brother was saying is that these people are, and they really, you know, people in the worst case scenario right now, right? But we were talking yesterday about the video with Vlad. With Vlad, we got to we got to touch that, man. Vlad with Godfrey, man. You know, and I think every brother needs to watch that video, man, because it's like I said, he put it point blank, period, man. And you jakes out here that's not in the truth though, y'all gotta start at that point right here, man. Yo, listen, he said it plainly. Listen, yo, you white people hate black people. That's it. You hate us. You hate us. That's it. That's what he said, and that was the point, man. Because they was talking about reparations. What Vlad was talking about. Okay, well, they deserve a college education. It just comes off the table. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you jakes out here, that has to be your starting point, though. When you're not trying to come up against his truth or anything else that you got to say, you got to start with what he said. That statement right there, because y'all always looking for a handout any goddamn way, man. You know, Jake always think they gotta try to get over, trying to think that this man owes you something. This man don't owe you a damn thing, man. This man owes you what the Lord sanctioned him to give you, man. All right, which is that sword, man. Okay, that's all this so-called white man Esau Edom owes you is the sword, man. Okay, he was designed and created from Yahawashi to slay you niggas, man, continually, man, of perpetual hatred, man. And you can't get past that, man. So now when Godfrey made that statement, you cannot get past that. You black conscious people, y'all gotta start at that point right there. That video on Vlad TV with that comedian Godfrey, you gotta start at that. That's the talking point right there. Anything else, it don't matter. You gotta start with what he's talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? He summed it up. He said, yo, listen, white people just hate black people. That's it. That's it. You gotta start from there. Then you can try to move on from wherever it is though, man. But whatever the Lord's gonna wake up of the elect out of that madness of what y'all trying to find, you know, because like before we came in the truth, you know, started rumble, but you know, we was always trying to conscious, we was conscious still. Conscious, and then bam, here it go. Truth. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna purge whatever's out of that mindset though, but you just your talking point gotta start with what he said, man. You can't go nowhere else with that, man. You can't go nowhere. The track record speaks for itself, man. Okay, you want to talk about hate? Well, there it is, man. You want to talk about listen, Esau Edom, he's not even to the point to where he can be reasonable, man. You can't be reasonable with your people, man. Let's start with that. Let's start with just him being 50%, man. Which is like reasonable. Not even reasonable, you know, that's still below reasonable, man.
And
I'd say 60% is reasonable. But you can't even get this man to be that reasonable magnitude, man.
See,
it's not there. It's not there.
Hey, this is Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 6. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail.
Hey, okay. Just a quick example, man. You know that's talking about Esau, you so-called white people, man. All right, in America, because one of the many examples of how you utter error against the Most High, saying that the Most High messed up somewhere, is homosexuality, man. Nah, that ain't right. Come on, you can't put them to death. They humans just like us. So you utter an error against the Lord right there, man. Now, even back in China, a couple years ago, if you was a homo, they'll zap your fucking brain, man. All right, to give you shock therapy, man, so to speak, to bring you back into a regular conscience, man. You know, they treat it as a disease. Ishmael, you already know they ain't with that, man. But even Ishmael, Americanized Ishmaelite is getting lenient towards homosexuals, man. All right, so even East Indians, man, East Indians. About 3 years ago, man, in India, they just now legalizing for to be homosexual, man, and transgenders. And then that happened like 3 years ago, man. And guess what? Right after that, another article came out that India is doing joint practices with America, man. All right, so you know that America had everything to do with that. All right, then you got even Hamites, man. Well, actually, you got a couple Hamite nations that say, "Oh, we don't need your money, Esau. We rather stick to our culture and our laws, man." All right, so, you know, that's one of the many reasons, man, many examples of how I was talking about you, man. All right, how you order error against the Most High, and that's why the Most High is gonna tear your ass up, man. All right, that's why I'm saying he's gonna put his anger within us to execute vengeance upon you, man.
Hey, that also too, like you said, he, what the scripture said, he caused an error against the Lord, as if the Lord made a mistake. Because look at him, he's a peasant, okay, low birth. He is the chul, okay, mean, impolite, spirited person, man. And he believed that the Lord uttered error, against him. Look at his pigment. He don't have his blood show forth through his skin. He's the only one in the world, that race as Edomites, where the sun is actually his enemy. And I'm talking about the sun which is in the heavens, and the son which is of the begotten Father, man. Okay, Yahawah. All right? I mean, the begotten son under Yahawah BaHaSham, which his name is Yahawashi, man. So that just proves, man. And that's why they want to microchip. That's why they changing the course of nature, man. They doing everything and uttering error against the Lord, man. Now he wants to sit in the seat of the Lord, as if the Lord didn't do a fine job at his work.
Right. Yep.
It says, verse 7, the instruments also of the chul are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. So going back to what you said, Mom, Esau will not be 50-50. He would not even be reasonable with you, because he is the chul. He's the son of he's the sons of the wicked, man. He's the son of perdition, the devil, the dragon, the boy of wickedness. He's everything despicable.
Throne of iniquity.
Exactly. How can you reason with a snake? How? How can you charm a snake, man?
Real quick, because it right in the beginning of that scripture said the vile person.
Yeah.
So I had to look up the word vile, man, from the late 13th century.
Okay.
It says morally repugnant, morally flawed. Yeah, you don't have no morals, man. It said corrupt, wicked, of no value. Yo, he's not of no value, man. He's actually devaluing everything, man. All right, we're better off without him, man. All right.
Hey, look at the foods. The foods have no value, man. Everything we eat is GMOs, man. Everything we eat has been tampered, man. Straight up, it's been stripped from its core of resource, man. That replenish the cells and nourish the body, man. We're getting the last bit of it, We're not really soaking in the nutrients the way we're supposed to, man. The air, we got chemtrails every day in the air. The waters, here in North New Jersey, is fluoride. It says it's gonna take a couple of years to get the fluoride out. And what they doing nothing about it. They can't just clean it in one day. They say it's within the pipes. It's crazy. But Jake still go along, drinking North water. That's why we buy water, man. You had to bathe in this shit, but then what? You buy water, man. Been buying water for years, man. This just came in the truth. Brothers, hey, look, buy water. Right. Brothers know to get some water.
Right.
You don't never drink out this water.
And even the same thing with Flint, Michigan, man. And the truth came out about Flint, Michigan, man. They purposely contaminated the water, man. It's in the records, man. It's a perpetual track record against you Jakes, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? When you're dealing with the Northern Kingdom, it's a different narrative, though, man. But it's all the same, man. It's all the same, man. You see? Okay? And you people can't. Now, hey, like I said, the scene from Coming to America, when he was kicking out the
Daryl.
Huh?
When the ex-boyfriend.
The boyfriend, yeah.
He wouldn't
Yo,
get it.
can't you get that through your greasy head? Yo, she don't want you no more. She don't like you no more. Can't you get that through your greasy head? And that's Jake, man. Yo, listen, man. Esau, don't like you people, man. And that's it right there, man. The elephant is in the room, man. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious, man. It's obvious, though, man. But plantation Christianity got you people, your brain warped, man. You see? You can't get past that, man.
And then because brother said they did that on purpose, contaminate the waters, and that's damn for sure, man. Matter of fact, in that show, American Horror Story, it was like a generation, like a grandma was arguing with like maybe somebody that could be a granddaughter, and they was arguing about like who got a better generation and shit, and she was saying, look, she's like, your generation grew up thinking that it was right to drink from the sinks, man, So, but then come to find out that all these sinks is contaminated and shit. And what is filled with what? Heavy metal toxins, man. All right, so Esau wants you to continue to consume these heavy metal toxins to give you to fuck up your brain, man. Which is why it'd be one of the main reasons why a lot of the dudes is having Alzheimer's and shit like that, forgetting who the hell they are, forgetting who their family is. And then another thing is oh yeah, they putting in now, you know, Esau wants to continue to put these heavy metal toxins within you to jack up your brain, because now it just came out that he's putting it in 95% of baby foods, man. So now the jars that you feeding your newborn babies comes with heavy metal toxins, man. Aluminum, barium, the same shit they spraying in the air, man. You know, every single damn day. So Esau wants you people to be dumbed the hell down, man.
If we was able and was trained from our family to live off the land, we wouldn't need Esau. That's why Esau will not allow you to grow on your own, you know, to have things on your own. You know, this is why he want to pave the whole world. If he had it, he wouldn't have no dirt, unless it was for him to go out there and hunt, you know? That's why he paved the whole damn streets pavement, man. Because if he put pavement down, now you have to have a privilege to be on the pavement, man. Anything that operates vehicle-wise, chariot-wise, you gotta have a license, man. You know? You can't grow a garden in your backyard. If you do, if somebody called the cops, then you can really get fined. Jake still do it. He still do it, but if somebody next door or on some house nigga shit and call the service, they call that number, they gonna come over there and gonna get on your ass, give you a ticket, man. And then anyway, ain't shit gonna grow anyway. You know?
But it just goes to show you, he represents death, man. Because why? It's because even when you have little concrete pavement squares like this, you can have weeds growing through the cracks. But now he paving it over, it can't even survive, man. You know? And then when you're dealing with trying to grow your own, he don't even want you to do that, man. Okay? So he's just straight death, man. He's everything that he's contrary to life, man. Everything that he does, just on a subtle level that you look at, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you go to the supermarket, you gotta look at the what's the ingredients on the back of everything you buy, man. You gotta look at the ingredients, man. You know? And you people ain't calling this man the devil, man. Come on.
You can't even pronounce half the stuff on the back of the ingredients.
You don't even know what the hell it is, you know?
No.
You know?
Hey, they make it illegal if you're caught catching your own rainwater. All right, Esau can hit you with a fine. Going off on the grid and making your own energy source out of kinetic energy, whatever. You know, doing a bunch of hamsters on a big giant gerbil wheel to create energy for your home is illegal. You know.
Yeah, and then you know all these ingredients you gotta look it up too, man. You know, like I looked up citric acid, man. All right, and some of it's supposed to come from lemons and stuff like that, but since Esau doesn't respect the land Sabbath, all right, and can't continually grow, different fruits with numerous amounts of fruits to get it naturally, he makes a damn artificial citric acid, man. And then it pretty much, I forgot the exact numbers, but like 70% goes towards food and then 30% towards cleaning products, man. So the same shit that you eating is mixed with the same stuff that he uses to clean products, man. He's a fucking devil, man.
That's why also he's called the son of perdition. Perdition means loss and destruction. So he's contrary to life. I got a quick precept. Job 14:4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. All right? So, I mean, if Esau was created to be the son of perdition, the son of destruction, the wicked, our people that's how lost they are, that we expect good from. They're pretty much expecting good from the devil.
Something that's unclean. He has a clean leprosy, man, but in all reality, he has leprosy. He's unclean. He's profane. He's outside of the symbol. He can't be of the Lord's holy. He can't be of the Lord's sake. He's not an Israelite. He can't worship the Lord. The way, or let's say he can't, because eventually you are going to worship the Lord, but he can't teach us our Lord. That's why he taught us Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is not our Lord. That's a character they made up, man. Really going back to what? Serapis Christus, Cesare Borgia. But what the fuck is Jesus? What the fuck is that?
Even when you go back to the book of Eli, he knew that book had power, but then what happened was when he got possession of the book and he opened it, it was in braille. Right. You see? Okay? Yeah. So it's just like you people, like I said though, it's like, what does thou the dude that can put that covenant in thy mouth, man? You know, you people have nothing to do with this.
Hey, because when you Edomites, when you conquered us and you took over, you know, our holy records, things we had of the Lord, you can have it in your possession, the stuff, the riches in which we had of the Lord. But guess what? You can't do anything with it because the Spirit is not going to be with you. You don't have the Holy Spirit. You know, you don't have the Qadash. So that's why you could never get into it. You know, so now what they've done is they just lied about it. You know, fool the world. You know, as if they are the people, and they're not. That's why the so-called Jews, they don't even practice or read the Bible, man. They practice the Talmud. You know, go ask these Jewish guys, you know, about Jesus Christ and him being the Savior and coming back. They're gonna laugh. They always chuckle.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. You know? Yeah.
To stop from answering.
He's just a man, you know.
Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Then you ask him, what tribe you come from? Huh? What tribe you come from? Tribe? Benjamin. You know? That's what Levi. You know? Then you ask them, what are the tribes at then? Oh, we don't know that.
They're in exile.
Yeah.
Sometimes you say they're in exile.
Yeah.
But see, they know that they're full of shit, man. That's why you had one clip of a so-called Israeli Jewish guy. He was holding a sign like, yo, we're not the real Jews, and they was beating the hell out of him, man. Yeah. But you can't, it's not nothing out of the ordinary because these so-called Jewish people are like our sworn enemies, man, even according to the scriptures, because this is Exodus 17 and 14. Yep. So it's not surprising that you're doing some goofball shit like that, man. All right, just to cover us from knowing who we are, man, because that's something that an enemy would do to an enemy, man. It's all fair war, man. So it's not surprising. It's Exodus 17, 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of armament from under heaven. So that also goes to show you that, no, not everybody can be saved, man. All right? So, and guess what? We still remember Amalek, man. We're remembering him right now. All right, so we know that scripture is not fulfilled yet. Okay? So, to vocab Malone saying that Edom was already destroyed, you know, that right there cuts you, man. You know, he's saying he's destroyed, but you can't tell us where and when it took place, man. Right. All right? But that right there cuts you to let you know that they still here. All right? Because Amalek is a tribe from Edom. All right? So this lets you know that they're still here because it's still in remembrance. All right? You know, it's also in Job say that the time's going to come where, you know, he shall be chased away as a dream. Right. All right? They shall say, you know, where is he? All right? But and also, we're not even going to think about you anymore, man. All right? Because it's not about you. So verse 15 says, and Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi. Says, for he said, because Yahawah have sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. All right? So you see, we're at war with you Amaleks, man, which are today you so-called Jewish people from generation to generation, man. You know, you Edomites, period. So it's not surprising that you would do something like that, right? Because we're your enemies, man.
And you have going to show you how also they are in remembrance. Even Esau, like it says in Obadiah, how are the things of Esau searched out. Even their own people, as far as you got authors like Arthur Koestler, which is an Amalekite himself, he's telling on Esau, man, going into their history and how they were you know, they put themselves in that land, man. You know?
Yeah, here's I have a quick precept which is backing all the way in Numbers, telling you the end of Amalek. This is Numbers 24 and 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be, that he perish forever. You know?
Latter end. Damn. See, so how you gonna have some of them that say, all right? So you're in Amalek is gonna perish forever. Okay, he's done, man. All right, along with the rest of the Edomites as well. You check that in Obadiah, man.
Real quick, like the brother was saying, like when that devil in the book of Eli will pick up the book and barely could read it, that goes into the fact how the scripture said what? None of the wicked shall understand. You know what I'm saying? So you could look at that as a spiritual representation of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you look at the when the Josephus, when Esau went and tried to translate the scriptures from the Hebrew into another language, the Lord put curses upon them, man. The Lord blinded one dude that tried to do it, you know what I'm saying? Then afterwards, the dude prayed, the Lord restored his sight like a couple weeks later and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why what the Lord had King James have it authorized by scholars to do the translation, man. Going back into once again what the brother said, what has thou to do with my covenant in our mouth? You don't want the devil's doing nothing with his book, man. And it shows it throughout the periods of history, man.
And line back with you, brother. Like when you go into the 1611, it shows you where they presented the scriptures to the king, and they wrote the letter. It's in the 1611, you know. And then even when you go back to that point in time, it's the fact that there was resistance back then. Okay, when it was when it was doing the translation and trying to put it together, though, they had resistance against that, and it tells you about that. Okay, when you go into the beginning of the 1611, it tells you that though. So now it's not just factors that we're just saying certain things though. It was the order of how the 1611 came to its existence, man. Okay, all right. When you go into the actual 1611, it shows you, it tells you that. Okay, it shows you how it came to be. You know.
I got another precept for Amalek. This is Exodus chapter 17 and 14. And the Lord Yahawah said unto Moses, write this for the memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. It says, and Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah, for he said, because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
See that? And that goes to show you that they control the earth right now, man. Okay? Because why? Was when Yahawashi comes back, when Yahawah sends his son back, okay, who's in power, man? Okay? Who is going to be dethroned? You see? We gotta really like examine that though, man. Who's gonna be dethroned?
It can't be us.
Right?
We ain't got no throne.
Right. You know? Okay? Amalek. You know what I'm saying? That's the ones that's in power. You know? All right. Who's the what is the staff of the wicked that's gonna be broken, man? All right? You see? All right? So that's why it's saying it war forever, man. Because why? It's because they carry out the will of Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi when they finance the slave trade, man. Okay? All right? All right? And then to make this place Babylon to what it was, okay, the slave trade through tobacco and cotton, okay, it basically financed insurance companies, it financed banks, okay, this is how you got these banks and insurance companies that are so powerful these days, man. And who owns it? Amalek, man.
And hey, that's why also within the scriptures, but when we go to war, we're supposed to kill all the sons, all right? All the sons, we can keep the women, all right, as concubines. That goes to show you, all right, you can keep the women, but eventually their race will die out anyway, because you don't have that man, all right, continually making new seed to keep the nation going, man. So, you know, it's for any Amalekite, all right, or so-called Jewish person to say that was, you know, that was my forefathers, that had nothing to do with that. Yeah, well, you still their sons, man. All right, and it's the same deal, man. It's the same concept of putting their sons to death, all right, according to the scriptures, man. So that's exactly what's going to happen.
Isaiah 14 and 21 prepares slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Hey, you're filling the world with cities, man. Because why? Because even when you're dealing with the physical land of Israel, okay, you people are still trying to build up settlements, trying to take over. You know, listen, man. We're gonna take the land, and we're not gonna lay a hand on the. Hey, Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi is gonna give us that land, man. We're not gonna be able to have it to where your people are putting the trees together to put settlements together and push the people out like they're doing like with gentrification, man. You know, okay? You see that? You people are not gonna be in places where you don't belong, man. That's what it's saying, though. You people are having your faces in areas where you don't belong, man. Here it is, Esau Edom got this 5,000-mile long screwdriver trying to fix everything, man. And the earth, man. It don't work that way, man. Okay? All right. The Lord gave every nation their portion, man. Okay? But now you was given the sword and you to rule by it. Okay? All right. This is what the scripture's going into, man. Yeah. Finish it up.
I keep reading.
Isaiah 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have started up something, but it's all good.
Start up.
You can start from 1.
Oh yeah.
Let's start from 1.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them."
Hey, listen. He's going to set us in our own land. Not us having some type of decree or some type of what was that thing called again?
Balfour
The
Declaration.
declaration, okay, to where you're harvesting this place for these people, man. Okay, the Lord's gonna put us back in that place, man. But Israel, but you people are so caught up in the word Israel to where you're thinking about the physical land of Israel, man. Okay, you gotta remember that Jacob's name was changed to Israel, man. Okay, and we're proclaiming to be the sons of Jacob. Okay, so Israel was a people before a place, man. Can't get around that.
Hey, and you got to couple that with Revelation 7 chapter where it talks about each tribe. All right, like you said, even when you ask them, they don't know who the other 10 tribes are.
Right.
But when you couple that, which it is couple Revelation the 7th chapter going back into our land, all the tribes will be there.
Yeah.
And when the Most High sets us back in, you know.
Hey, that's that roll call. Revelation 7 chapter, man. That's the roll call of the tribes. That's the roll call, man. You know?
Yeah.
Okay? And that's that number of the elect, man. And this is the spiritual third temple, man, that you people are trying to physically build, man. You see? Okay, you people are carnal, man. You're talking about the land. Oh, have you ever been? No, we haven't been there. No, because Israel was really our father Jacob, man. You see, it was a people for a place, man. So the hell with the physical place that you have now. It's desolate like it's people, man. Ain't nothing growing there, man. You know, you people got to put things in there from the kaputs, kaputs, right, to where you got to bring in stuff to grow there, man. That place is laid desolate, man. When you go outside of those cities that you built up, it's nothing but barren land. There's nothing going on there, man, and you cannot grow anything there.
Well, what does the prophecy say in Jeremiah? That we shall discontinue from our heritage, and we shall see it no more again. Talking about the land of Israel. You know?
And going to the strangers real quick, this is Revelation 7 and 9. After this, I beheld, and I, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindred, and people and tongues, still before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. Going into that roll call, the strangers are, are Israel out of these other nations, you know.
Yeah.
But their forefathers go back, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yeah, what proves that is because it says in Isaiah 14 that the stranger shall cleave unto the house of Israel. You know the brother quoted it before. None of the wicked shall understand. Esau Edom is the wicked, man. So they're not going to cleave unto the house of Israel. They're not going to cleave unto the ways of the Lord. The strangers, the other nations gathering out from all the other nations are the Israelites that were scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, man.
Right. And if you go into that word stranger, it goes into the Greek gar. And gar, which you say go back to Exodus, which I have right here. Exodus 18 with Moses. Because it says Exodus chapter 18 and 2. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her back, and her 2 sons, of which the name of the one was Gershom. For he said, I have been an alien in a strange land.
That's not plus.
It only makes sense, man. When we come into power, they're gonna have an opportunity to. That's truly gonna be when it's get down or lay down, man. That's when the fun is gonna begin, man. All right, we're gonna get to execute, Yahawashi, man. If you ain't getting down, you Israel, you ain't getting down, Yahawashi, we're gonna put you to death, man. All right, according to the scriptures, man.
Yeah, because what this is a stumbling block.
That's what
It says, For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and will set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
So now with the understanding, the strangers are not the heathens, man. They're Israelites. You got it.
And the scriptures also say, ask of me and I shall give the heathen for thine inheritance. So all these heathens are it's your inheritance to have them as your servant. They're not going to be side by side in the same position as Israel.
So that kills the GOCC, the doctrine of Esau the nation. The Lord said the other nations are going to be above them. They're going to be our servants. How can they sit side by side and rule with us? How is it that they're going to be okay? It's not happening.
It would also make the Lord a liar because the promises are for Israel, not another.
Second covenant.
Yeah.
Right.
This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Hey, the Lord hates you Edomites, man. He said, as a profane person, as Esau, he labeled you out. Because all the heathens are profane, but he said Jew. He made sure he said Esau. Because the Lord hates you Edomites, man.
That's
He
why
sold
nobody
your
wants to be
birthright. Yeah.
And that scripture right there proves that he considered it to him selling his own birthright. You know?
Hey, even to this day, man, Esau Edom, it's sexual deviant, man. You know, a vowed sexual deviant, man. Okay, you know, you go on internet, man, they into all kinds of vowed sexual acts, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Bestiality.
okay,
So
bestiality.
thinking that shit.
You know, okay, you know, put shit where shit don't belong. You know, the women too, man.
Yeah.
They're wild, man. They're wild, man. You know.
It just goes to show the deception of like guys like Vocab Malone and Christianity, because you know you mentioned the second covenant. You know, when you go into the word covenant, it really boils down to contract. You know, when you have a contract between two people, you know, you say I such and such have a deal with such and such. You know, their names are written out. Now, what scripture pertaining to salvation actually names Edomites, Moabites, Ishmaelites by name? You know, they use muddled scriptures like all men when it's talking about Israelites, man. Yeah. You know, and there's 2 points in the scriptures, in the Old and the New, Jeremiah 31 and 31, and Hebrews 8 and 6 on down, which clearly states Jacob and Israel, you know, the nation of Israel, by name, to obtain the second covenant, man, the promises. That's why in Romans the 9th chapter, it says, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, the covenant, the giving of the law, the service of the Most High, the glory, you know, meaning the kingdom, man. You know,
It's not given to any other nation. So how can you get the fact that the Lord, how could you say the Lord is for everybody? He's not for everybody. You get into the Apocrypha, it tells you that he has chosen him one seed, he's chosen him one land, okay? He's chosen him one dove, you know? The Most High is very particular in which he has chosen, you know?
Real quick, add on to what you said and you get back. So Isaiah 63 and 19. We are thine. Thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name. You know what I'm saying? So case in point, back up the point what the brother was saying, man. The Lord only called us by name. Never them. He never ruled over them. He only cared about us.
If you Edomites, if you so-called Jews was the Israelites, you would have came out and said that you were those people. Instead, you call yourselves Israeli. And then you say you're Jews. Jews is just short for Judah. That's Yahawah. So it's really just it's a play on words. You know you couldn't call yourself Yasha'Allah. You know that. He knew that. So what we gonna call ourselves? Let's just say we the Jews. You know, which is short for Judah. You know.
My bad. It's like, cause real quick, it's like you're saying, like the Jew being short for Judah. So like as time progressed, you know, amongst Jake, the different tribes, they knew that they called Judah a Jew. But when we went into different forms of captivity, they wasn't calling us by individual tribes. So they just labeled, and then Judah being the top tribe, they just lumped us all in one group and said they the Jews, based off of the top tribe. You know what I'm saying? So they had to single us out and all of that. And they don't even think about that type of history.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall surely come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity and things when there is no profit. You know, it's ultimately talking about us as Israelites, man. All right, but it also goes into the heathen, man. The heathen are going to be saying the same thing, man. All right, chiefly or so-called Jewish people, man. All right, so you're going to come, what you're coming to find out now, that you inherited lies, man, and that your whole life was a lie, man. Okay,
Esau, your whole belief is in Greek mythology, man. Their whole belief is really in Greek mythology, then what Rome, then going down into what the Rome and then now Christianity.
Yeah.
It's all lies. Greek mythology, man. It's not real. It's not real what you believe in, man. Look what we look at the what we call days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's lies. What the fuck is this? What is Monday? What the fuck is that? Like, you know,
It comes from Greek mythology.
Yeah, Greek mythology.
All of those days come from some kind of ancient Greece, ancient Roman deity.
fairy tales, man. It's all fairy tales. And then you made it as if it's true. No, it's not true. No, that's why the Lord exposed you.
And it shows that they're carnal because they worship the creation rather than the creator. Because Monday's moon, Tuesday's Mars, you know, they're worshiping planets and stars and shit.
You got some camps out there that think that every Sabbath is on a Saturday, man. You know? That's how you know that you don't know the scriptures, man. And you gotta get in order, man. Okay? GreatMillStone is the creme de la creme. Okay? Alright? And you gotta fall in order, man. But you guys ain't gonna do it. Okay?
And the Lord, even though the Lord does have the ancient men here today, but if the Lord took one of the ancient brothers, prophets, and brought him here in the same flesh, you know, and he had the mind of how it was back then, he said, what the fuck is a Saturday? What the fuck is that?
Right.
What's a Tuesday? What is this?
Right.
You know, what is this Baptist?
Hey, but even when you look into the scriptures, it's beautiful though, because like Esau, he's supposed to think that his kingdom is gonna last forever, and that's like one of the jobs of the prophets. The prophets always came to tell that, you know, particular king that they was about to go down, man. You know, but prior to the prophets, they always, you know, they thought they would rule forever, man. This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 20. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his, and he changes the times and the seasons. He removeth kings instead of up kings. And Daniel came up to this conclusion after, you know, getting the revelation of the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. And that's talking about the prophets, the men of the Lord, whom the Lord gave his understanding to. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with them. You know, so that's one of the beauties of having the prophets around, man, is that we tell you what times you're living in, man. And for these kings as well, man. You know?
So back in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 17, for ye know how that afterwards, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
And he was going to inherit the blessing because he was the firstborn. You know? Okay? But it tells you that he sold his birthright, and it tells you also that he despised his birthright. Because why? Because, okay, scripture say, hey, man can't live by bread alone, man. But his lust for feeding that flesh, okay, all right, caused him to sell his birthright, man. He said, what can it profit me now? I'm on the verge of hunger until I should die. You know, I'm faith.
You wanted that instant microwave dinner.
Right. You want it right now, man. You want it right now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the way he cooks his meat. He puts his steak on the grill.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, turn it around.
That's it.
1, 2, 3, take it off, season.
That's it. You know, what is it called? Tartar. Yeah. Steak tartar. You know? Okay, you got a name for it. You know? Just quick sear on both sides, man. Got red as hell inside.
Another thing, out of all this, they'll run around and say that Jacob was the wicked one. Well, Jacob wasn't the wicked one. Because the scriptures tell us here in Romans, this is Romans chapter 9, verse 9. For this is the word of promise, the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also have conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahawah according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
That's it though. This is his storyline. This is his movie. Okay? This is how he set it up. Okay? He's dealing with balance, man. He's dealing with good and evil, man. Okay? The righteous and the wicked, man. And your lot. Listen, man, you got enjoy yourself, man. You got it. You got it right now. You got it. Enjoy yourself, man. You know?
Got a quick
Ain't
preset.
like you didn't have no portion of the world, man. You got the portion of the world, man.
Right.
You know?
Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So that's
there you
proof
go.
that it's all in the Lord's hands that who's to rule and who's not to rule. When you take somebody that was crawling in caves and now he's on top of the world.
Right. And not to mention the fulfillment of prophecy. It was said that the elder shall serve the younger.
That's it.
It wasn't a wicked act. That was a fulfillment of prophecy.
Right. That was before they were even born. You know, before they even born, that was prophesied that the elder shall serve the younger. You know,
And that proves that the Lord is controversial, because he could have easily let Jacob come out first and just let it be a smooth ride. But nah, the Lord had Esau come out first, you know, to make it a movie, man. You know?
And that's how you know just people in general lack understanding, because all these scriptures clearly say that, and you know that it's already written. So if you know that the Most High got this shit planned, why you and you seeing what's going on? Why is Jacob the evil? Just because you want him to be the evil. You know what I'm saying? Because it fits your narrative, so you can paint that narrative upon us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And say that, oh, we evil. That's why we got it, like you said, the Mormons. That's why we got dark skin. You know what I'm saying? If we get righteous with God, then we're going to turn back. What kind of bullshit is that, man? All people with the earth got some form of ground talk. Even you got some dark skinned Edomites, man.
Right. Exactly.
You got the dominant gene. We can't go back to Cecily. What type of retarded shit is that, man?
Hey,
I was gonna say, also showing the lack of understanding with Mormons and people that believe that Jacob was wicked. You're forgetting the knowledge of reincarnation. All right, where in the story of Jacob and Esau does the understanding of reincarnation come to play? Why? Because what? You're forgetting about Cain's curse, man. Esau is actually coming back as Cain, man, from Cain, man. You know, but Mormons and people don't understand that. They don't understand the concept of reincarnation. If you understand reincarnation, meaning back in, meaning incarnate in the flesh, back in the flesh, then a lot of understanding will open up to you, man.
And even when you go in the scriptures too, you gotta understand when kids were born, when anybody was born, they had a name like we do. Now their name had a specific meaning.
Right.
You know, a nomen omen. What was Esau's name? Yahawah. You know, so he was actually the cursed one, not Israel. Israel, you know, which Jacob, Yahawah, Israel, you know, we the prince of the power. But Esau, he's wasted, you know.
And a lot of these moments are bitch made, man. You know, they'll tell you that dark skin is a curse, but won't even say it to your face, man.
yeah.
You know, you have them walking by, yo, what's up with you know, what's up with your scripture, man, about how dark skin is a curse. They'll keep it moving, man.
You're in the hood teaching
So
them
fuck
Jacob.
you, man. Scripture say you're supposed to be set for a defense for your gospel, man. But you walk down with a fucking shoe and tie on, man.
Yeah.
To hell with you Edomites, man.
You notice that they're in the hood, man.
Right,
They're in
right.
the hood, heavy. So they're in the hood
That's
heavy.
what
I
I'm
don't, you know what I'm saying? You're in the hood heavy. I don't understand that. If we're supposed to be the cursed people,
Right, why you
know what I'm saying? As far as you want to say carnally, as far as skin wise, we're cursed as far as the curse is being put upon us by breaking the statutes, the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, man. That's just why we're cursed, man. We're not cursed about our skin tone, man. You know, But the Lord said He's gonna redeem us, man. Okay, we're gonna be brought back. See?
A quick precept. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 20. 12, verse 10. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. We know the ones that's being purified is the elect. Now, even though, brothers, we be here, we camping, we pulling out the scriptures, speaking the gospel of the Lord, breaking it down plainly, you would think, well, why doesn't Esau just get it then? He knows it. He got computers. He can go into the book. He got more accessibility and more resources to us, even in the scriptures. He got certain things that he hid from us. But guess what? The scripture says, it says, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. So even though we're breaking this down, Esau, he still don't understand. The wicked still don't understand. And that also applies to 2/3 of our people. You can sit here and tell them 1 + 1 = 2, and they be like, I don't get it.
Right.
I thought 1 + 1, could be 5. Why can't it be 5? They'll argue with you and say, why it can't be 5? Nigga, because it's only 1, 1, 2, nigga. But why can't it be 5? I'm like, I'm done.
They ain't right, they ain't right though, bro. 1 + 1 is 3 because man and woman make a child. That's what one dude told us downtown and shit. Nigga, what the hell you talking about? I forget all that philosophy shit, man. 1 + 1 is 2.
And guess what? If you gotta go tooth and nail, get a headache over just breaking something down to someone and they can't get it, you have to realize that they wicked, man. They can't get it because they wicked. Until the Lord, if you're an Israelite, until the Lord give them that spirit to understand, you can say, well, it could be potentially of one of the elect if he endure. But if somebody can't get it, you gotta say that person wicked. You're not gonna feel bad and be like, dang, man, and keep trying it, don't work. Keep trying shit, don't work. You're not gonna keep doing that.
Gospel literally means good news. So you got somebody fighting you to now receive the good news. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, motherfucker, you a king. Yeah. And no, but I'm not.
Oh man, hey,
Mike Epps said, God don't like ugly. You're an ugly motherfucker.
Meanwhile, while you Jakes out here are rejecting this word, and you're trying to look for mercy from Esau, we're going to continue to do the work and get mercy from Yahawashi. How about that? Okay? How about that? Okay? All right? You keep on looking for mercy from Esau, man. You ain't going to get it, man. You ain't going to get it. It ain't there, man. It ain't there. You gotta first come to the realization of why this damn demon, this devil is killing you motherfuckers on a mass number, man. And it's gonna escalate, man. It's gonna escalate, man. Why he don't like you, man? Okay? All right? Why he don't like you? Okay? Answer that.
I got something because brothers mentioned now if nigga can't get it. Well, this is because it's Wisdom of Solomon 1:4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. For the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit and remove from thoughts that are without understanding.
So the Spirit is not going to help you. The Holy Spirit, the righteous Spirit that the Lord provides unto the righteous, if you're wicked, it's not going to help you. Hey, we all don't, man, we're flesh for one thing, and we may see with our eyes and touch with our hands, but there's another thing, which is your conscience. Your spirit knows right from wrong. If you touch this, it's hot. And if you put your hand on it, you may burn yourself. So your spirit is telling you, your conscience is saying, don't touch it because it's hot. You're going to burn yourself. But a nigga would be like, I don't give a fuck. Because all you listening is to the flesh, man. Right. So the Lord, he's not going to give you that comfort. He's not going to give you that spirit, of wisdom, which is to actually save your life, man. It's not going to do well with a malicious soul, someone that constantly thinking of wicked shit to do unto somebody, man. And that's a lot of, that trait is a lot of evil women, man.
Yeah.
Not to go into women, but that shit make me think of women, man, because they got that evil mindset. They got demon power. Women today in Babylon, the black and the Hispanic woman has demon powers, man. And she just don't know. Some of them know how to use their powers, and some of them don't, man. Some of them just write out evil witches out of nowhere, man.
And just to add on to that just a little bit, because that reminds me also of the scripture. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, saying, I have done no wickedness. That's an evil bitch for you, man. All right, she could blow a dude's rod or something cheat on you, man. You come home and or some R. Kelly trapped in the closet shit, man. She hooking up on you after she was in the nigga in the closet and she not even feeling bad, Didn't she get away? Right? Say dude get away or something. She committed adultery. It was just exciting to her, man. You know, she'll never tell you. And shit is sweet for her, man. That's wicked, man. That's messed up, man.
That's that woman in Proverbs 7. You know, Proverbs 7, it talks about that the good man has left pretty much my bed is pretty much open. You know?
Yeah. That's also allegory, you know, as far as being with that being seduced with the word, but you can put it to where how these women are like that, man. You know, adulterous women, man. You know,
They go out and these women that go out, a lot of women are being judged, man. A lot of women are getting put to death. You know, it's been going on since the summer, and it's still constantly going on where a lot of women are getting shot. A lot of women get hit by cars, get hit by trains, and you women, you're being judged. You know, you go out there and sleep with different men. Now you got one baby father, you got two baby fathers, you got three baby fathers. The scriptures talk about that in the Apocrypha, man. How a woman go out and have a child by another man. You know, you shall be brought before the elders, man, and an inquisition shall be made of their children, man. You know, and guess what? You're gonna get put to death, man, because you brought confusion. You can't have two men where you got the baby father and then you with your new boyfriend, and all of a sudden you don't want your baby father to see the child, or you got to work out a deal where you got to be able to see your baby father so he can see the kids, and then but you with another man. That's fucking confusion. If we're ruling in righteousness, guess what? That woman got to get put to death and those children, man, because that's confusion. The Lord ain't going to allow two men to sit here and share this woman. That's not happening in Yahawashi, man. You know, so a lot of you women are getting put to death because you having adulterous children, man, and you don't even know it.
So Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1, I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, for forward thoughts separate from the Most High, and his power, when it is tried, reprove the unwise. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in a body that is subject unto sin.
right. And when you talk about subject unto sin, you can talk about Esau Edom and 2/3 of our people, man, because Esau Edom, he's already rejected, man. So he's fully set to do evil, man. You know, and our people will follow likewise, man. We'll read something real quick, man, when we finish it up, right? This is John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil. In the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, man. Because why? He was the first murderer, and he was the first liar, man. He lied to the Heavenly Father, man. You know what I'm saying? He said he didn't know where Abel was, man. You know?
Am I
my brother's keeper. And then you got enough to get smart. You got enough to get smart, man.
Am I my brother's keeper?
You know? Okay, right? And it says,
Sacrifice some
right?
apple.
Because there was no truth in him. So that's your lot, man. There's no truth in you, man. Right? When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. He's talking out the side of your neck, man. You know? You know? Talking outside your neck, man. Right?
Hey, if I can add real quick, brother, because look, everything here is a lot of Esau, man. The chip ain't gonna affect you, man. Right. It's good, you can have it. That's a lie. The chariots are green alien heads, man. That's a fucking lie, man. Yeah, the biggest one of all, man. You know, the Messiah is a goddamn so-called white man. That's a lie. Jacob's trouble's not coming. That's a lie, man. All right. Yeah,
World War III.
Yeah, World War III ain't gonna come. That's a lie. And another huge lie, man. The tribes, that's a lie. You a fucking liar, man. Organic seedless grapes, man. Watermelons. How the fuck you got an organic seedless grape?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you, man? That's a fucking lie, man.
See that? That's why everything he does, man, you gotta chew the meat and man spit up the damn bones, man. Everything he does, man, even now with RT News, man. RT News, where it's been a reliable source amongst the prophets, you know, you still gotta split the bones out with these motherfuckers, man. You know, because a lot of times they get caught up in the mainstream narrative, and they have the same narrative that they have on mainstream, man. So you gotta still got the slaves to do that, man.
What
You know,
the plants,
that
that's-
Edomites they got their way, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't really trust them to pull out the whole truth now, especially now we get to the end. Okay, we can't wholly rely on them to be a reliable source of things, man.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. You can't. The Edomites, man. Right? It says, right? When he speak of a lie, he speak of his own. He is a liar and the father of it. That's it, man. He's the father of lies, man. You know?
Hey, going back to the garden. The serpent, he lied to Eve. You know? He told the truth and lied at the same damn time. But you gotta be a snake to do that shit. How you lie and tell the truth at the same time?
Shit, he said, that motherfucker was smooth with it. God damn.
Yeah. It's crazy,
It
man.
goes back to that a clean thing not being able to come out of an unclean thing. 'Cause, you know, the truth is pure. I was not going to come out of the devil.
That's true.
Hey, real quick too, as the brother said, that just proves that you elites, you worship Satan. You actually think Satan is going to help you win. It's going to help you forever. There's going to come a time when Satan is going to be against you. You know? See, we have understanding. The spirit of wisdom of Yahawashi dwells with the prophets of the Lord, the men of the Lord, the righteous. All right? And the Lord gave us understanding through the scriptures that Satan is only a worker for him. So we understand darkness. We see witchcraft. We see it every day. And we understand it. You know? And the Lord gave us that understanding for us, brothers, you know, because the Lord didn't want us to fear. We shouldn't fear what the left side can do. You know? We need to fear Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, man. So you elites, this proves that Daniel 12 and 10, the wicked would never understand, is because Satan himself is going to trade on you, man. You know? All the demons that you conjure up and the sacrifices, they're going to stop coming. Spirits ain't going to come after a bloodshed, man, a sacrifice. It's going to be nothing. You know what they're going to, I'm thinking of? When Elijah was talking to the false prophets. And remember, he had tested them. He said, all right, you know, we're going to build your altar. He said, call upon your God and see what if he comes and strike, you know, fire down upon the altar. And then that more of the story, they was calling, and Elijah was like, what is he, sleep? Was he can't answer? Is he on vacation? Is he on a journey? You know? And then they got mad, and so they took the altar. Man, fuck the altar. Fucking stupid shit. Stop. That's what Esau's gonna do. Because they're gonna be doing sacrifices, and eventually your spirit is gonna conjure, man. And then you're gonna stand upon your feet when all the other nations and their missiles are pointing towards you. That's when it's time to go. Some gonna go into the ground, some gonna try to go and hover. Some gonna try to go into the deeps of the sea. Some gonna go up into the mountains and hope that the rocks fall upon you, man. It's time to hide now. It's over. It's over.
Dead end street.
And if I can add to it, he's throwing something. Them same demons that you are trying to conjure up, which they show you in American Horror Story. You know, they make a fucking circle, man, with the goddamn the demonic star, with the little candles in each light. Then they fucking cut themselves, man. Then they call upon Satan. And yo, here comes the demon, man. You know, pops up before you. But to hit you with something, the scriptures say, know ye not that ye shall judge over angels, man? Those same demons you calling over, we're gonna be above, man. We're gonna be telling them to fuck you up, man. So you better fucking recognize, man, all right, who really has the power, man? Because Yahawashi is gonna put us in a very powerful seat, man. So them same demons you call upon, we're gonna be over them, man. That's how powerful we're gonna be because of the spirit power of Yahawashi, man. Because we're going to become joint heirs with Yahawashi.
Hey, and you know, so Isaiah 47 speaks about that, or what brothers are talking about, how the Lord's going to, you know, he's going to basically challenge you. You know, let your stargazers, your procrastinators, you know, let them save you in that day. But also, too, you know, the scriptures also let us know that you Edomites, you know, well, the elites, they're going to actually make it out or not be destroyed by nuclear fire, man.
Right.
And that's because why? They got the heads up. But guess what? That heads up is a trick bag. That heads up is the start of you hiding yourself so that you could be the first ones to go into slavery, man. Hey, the Most High is bad, man. It's over for you.
A quick precept. Ecclesiastes 7:25. going into how is it the brothers know all this knowledge that the world is blind to. Ecclesiastes 7:25. I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. All right. So brothers have a healthy balance of good and evil, and they know what the spiritual discernment, what's good, what's bad, or how the wicked works. All right, because most of our people are ignorant and looking for Esau to save them, looking for in times of crisis. Which, by the way, crisis, if you look into the Greek word of crisis, it means judgment. So sometimes when these crises happen and judgment comes, are people going to run to the female camps where they're going to be chipped? So it just shows that these people are foolish and they're going to be destroyed looking to Egypt for help. The same people that have oppressed them and enslaved them, they're looking for them for help. Again, looking for a clean thing out of an unclean thing.
Fucking issue.
Proverbs 3, the house of the wicked. You know, going to what the brother was saying, man. All right, we're gonna sit here and see and see, you know, and observe. All right, taking notes, so to speak, of the wicked, man. All right, what happens when you're living like this and you're living like that, man? This is just a prime example, all right, for us to have both sides, man. You know what happens if niggas that continue, you know, the Lord, for example, the Lord said don't eat, you know, pork. We see niggas eating pork. Now we see what happens, man. You end up in the fucking hospital, man, with damn gout, get your knee chopped off. Now you're in a damn wheelchair, man, looking horrible because of poor eating habits, man. Are you serious, man? That goes to show you how terrible, terrible lack of control our people have over them. It's the same reason of why niggas want to sell out. Like, you really mean to tell me that you willing to get popped in your ass so that American Horror Story again? Yeah, so American Horror Story again. Here this dude was bragging, like, well, don't you know I got this. Man, I never say I got this TV station, man. You know, this TV channel, man. All right, or the TV subscription. And then he say, and I get to have sex with this celebrity every Friday night. You know, so you doing, and then the dude say, you know, oh, so this is all for carnal riches, huh, man? And that's pretty much what it is, man. Because of your lack of control of the flesh, you wanna floss, man, and look like you the man. Man, you a clown, man. The scripture say, oh, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul, man? You know, because now you're not even sleeping at night, and you gotta, whenever Satan calls, you gotta come answer, man. Like, it's time for your sacrifice, you know? Sacrifice one of your kids, man. You know, and so forth, man.
What was that? I didn't ask for it, boy.
I need to
Go ahead, let's see. We gotta get up out of here.
That was it. It says, for the Most High overthrows the wicked for their wickedness. You know, and that's why, and the scripture say what? Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Okay? And that's why this place is going to go out with such a horrific bang, man. All right? Because this place is fucking wicked. You know? And the Most High is going to judge you for that wickedness. That's why the judgment that's coming to America is going to be so great, man. You know? Little fucking nigga. Man, we just talking about that, man.
Sure,
women shall bring forth monsters, man. But it's alright, man. Because this is a solution for that coming, man.
Right.
Yeah, it is Esau. It's like, but Esau think that he got a problem reaction solution. Well, the Most High got one too, man. The Most High got the ultimate solution for you fucking little niggas, man.
Hey, you got, and Jake think everything fun and games until the Lord come to their front door. Every time somebody die, all of a sudden now you feeling some type of remorse, but then you go right back to your wickedness. See, the Lord is about to rain terror upon you niggas, man. Something that you ain't never felt before, man. That's why we pray Yahawashi come quickly, man. You know, scriptures tell us to pray for a few days unto this place. There's no way in hell we want this society to keep going on, man. Like you said earlier, man, these little niggas and all these this generation today, they're gone. This is the generation of Israel that Esau been looking for, man. All right, because they are the ones to kill the whole tradition, the culture, and really the race of us as a people, as Israelites. But guess what? At the very very end, when they thought that this was the one, the Lord got the prophets here, man. Because this is the time that the Lord is going to take you Edomites out, man. You know, scriptures say he shall take you in the he shall take you in the things that you have imagined, man. Roughly powerful. You know, sooner or later these niggas gonna be running for their life. You know, everybody think it's fun and games to play around and folly and do this and do that until you running for your life, man. You know, none of these niggas love. You know, they don't like judgment when the shit come back to them. See, when you fucking with the wrong one, then somebody handed you, all of a sudden it's a problem. Now all of a sudden you wanna feel like you're sorry. I'm sorry. Well, there's no sorry, man. The Lord handing out judgments, man. Niggas are dying, bitches are dying, man. Children, kids are dying, especially here in North, man. You got something?
Yeah, this is Sirach 16:12. As his mercy is great, so is his correction also.
So is the Lord's correction, man. Hey, sometimes the Lord can correct you by taking you ass the fuck out, man. Because guess who he's correcting? He's correcting the rest of them that's like you. But you was the example. Hey, some of these 2/3 gonna be set up as an example, man.
Right.
You know, unto the rest of the 2/3. And they're gonna be praying that the Lord show mercy in that day. But in Proverbs, the 1st chapter, he said he would not answer. You know?
Hey, the scriptures say, rebuke him that sin, or rebuke before all, so that others may fear.
Right.
You
And
know?
that's what we're doing. That's what the Lord set us up for. Come out here on the highways and byways and to tell our people about their transgressions against the Heavenly Father, man. You know? As if there's not enough examples on social media. As there's not enough examples of going through the news, man. It's just that niggas despise this truth. When you look up that word despise, it means they look at this truth as distasteful, man. You know, distasteful. You know? You know, they hate the truth, man. You know, Jake loved to hate to hear what's wrong with them, man. Because nobody wants to do right. That's why wickedness always crowds around each other. Whenever somebody's off and saying some dumb shit, just watch their emotions, watch their persona, and start looking for somebody. Every time this person is losing in the argument and knowing he's wrong, he start looking for somebody. You know, it happens all the time. See, we read spirits, man. You can read somebody's body language. Like, look at this nigga. I can see other 2 people arguing, and I can be like, look, yeah, he wrong, and now look at him. He looking for somebody else to agree so he can get bailed out. That's the saying of misery love company, man. But that's why the Lord said, don't follow the multitude to do evil. Just because they pass laws for homosexuality, that makes the government right. Man, the government is wrong, man. You know? That didn't make it okay. That didn't validate the Lord's will, the Lord's blessing upon it. Look, these people getting married as if the Lord really there, like, bless your homosexual life. You are not putting a blessing on that, man. That is strictly abomination, man. You know?
Yeah, man, you know, and the lesson, you know, on wickedness, you know, exceedingly polluting the earth. Here it is, you know, where I live at, man. Now, you know, I go to my Dollar Tree, get my waters, my crystal guys or whatever. Now there's a damn flaming homosexual there, man. You know? And then there's one even down the street at the damn fucking Dollar General I go to, man. You know? So then here it is, I'm catching enough hell as it is. Now when I go into a store, I gotta look in the face of a goddamn homosexual, man. Putting on makeup and all that, you know? So this wickedness is exceedingly polluted, man. And guess what? It's not gonna get less. You know, the LGBT isn't gonna decrease. It's only gonna increase, man.
And my bad, not to cut you off, but you gotta understand the nature of those predators. They're predators, man. All right. If you were a homo and you desire the same sex, you're a predator, man. You know, they're very aggressive. They got demons on you, man. Like as the Edomites that declared it back in the 50s, 60s, whatever. I forgot Salakia, don't quote me on it, but it was at that time you had stated that homosexuality was a mental illness. And now all of a sudden here today you're saying that it's not a mental illness, man. You know, now they're pushing this thing like Joe Buttons, and it was Tekashi, not Tekashi, XXX when he was alive. They was all pushing this thing about people like them having what they call that shit? Mental health. Yeah. Oh, Charlemagne too. Like black people got a mental health. There ain't no fucking mental health. There's wrong and right, man. You got a demon on you, man.
Now he'll call what's right wrong. They're declaring pretty much, masculinity, toxic masculinity. So to be a man is being looked at as a disease now.
Crazy, you know? Hey, that's the scripture brother quoted, Isaiah the 5th chapter. They call evil good and good evil, man. Hey, that's the Bible, man. You know? That's how we know what time we living in, man. And this place ain't got much long left, man. As soon as they get dark, these niggas get stupid, man. You know? But guess what? The Lord gonna get ugly. 'Cause I ain't gonna say, well, in a street term, they say get stupid, like how Boosie, he say I'm a donkey, meaning he get stupid, like he get retarded, you know? Well, the Lord gonna get retarded with these spirits out here when they fuck your ass up, man. You know? Wait till the Lord starts sending them out, man. Sending them out by numbers on you niggas, man. That's something out?
Yeah, so
real quick, bro, if I got what you said about the toxic masculinity, that nigga Pharrell now, man. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
That
Big yellow
bubble
fluffy
coat,
dress.
bubble coat dress, whatever the hell that shit was, man. You know? So it goes to show you that our people, man. And then you had Young Thug a few years ago. He was in a goddamn blue dress with a wedding hat on. You know? Dude, Trippie Red and Kid Cudi with crop tops on, man. You know? So Quiet Man is breaking our people down, man, to try and make this shit seem like it's cool. And they showed you that in Bulldogs, man. And they was making fun of it as a joke. And now look, it's in our face, man. Yeah, Gangsta-licious, he had a damn dress. And the fucking back pocket was open, said easy access to grab his strap or whatever you say. But you meanwhile his ass was open, man. You know? So they tried to warn you and tell you what's coming, man. But hey, now it's in our face, man. And guess what I say? It's not gonna be less things like this, it's gonna be even more. You know? Like it says in 2 Timothy, man, the 3rd chapter. Alright, they're gonna like worse and worse, man. You know, and that's ultimately what so Quiet Man wanted. He wanted to see, that's why he had movies like Drum, alright, and then Slavery, where he was cutting off our rods and all of that, man, to demasculate us, man. That's what he wanted.
They're doing a remake of Cinderella, and the fairy godmother is a black man. You know?
wow.
The fairy godmother is a dark-skinned black male.
This gotta be
They're
destroyed.
doing a remake of Cinderella, man.
Training, right? Some shit.
Hey, Bob, good shot. Before you wrap it up, get Proverbs the 1st chapter.
I got one more. Sirach 16 and 13. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. You know, so like brother said, judgment is gonna come, and we patiently waiting for the Lord to get down on the niggas, man.
Hey, we can't wait for the Lord to send judgment, but we also we put more energy in requiring how the righteous gonna be saved.
Right.
That's why we come out here week in and week out. That's why the
So
shows
our
are
own
being
life.
pushed every day, man. You know?
That's true.
That's why the videos are being put out there, because we're requiring how the righteous can be saved. We're looking to be saved, man. You know, how much more these nigglets, man? They're not looking for nothing but a fun time. You know? So
Yeah, so give him one.
Yep. Proverbs said chapter verse 20.
1, Proverbs 1, like 20%.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20 says, wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the street.
And that's where we at. We in the streets, man. All right? Wisdom is something with us. Well, really, the Lord, you know, requiring the spirit of wisdom to be with us. You know, the scriptures say when 2 or 3 are gathered, the Lord is in the midst of us. So therefore, we're in the middle of the street, all right? And wisdom is crying out to the lost souls of the Israelites, man. To the lost sheep, I should say. You know?
He says, she crieth in the chief place of concord.
In the chief place of concourse, with Israel coming in and out, okay, in your marketplace, man. You know, this is a market. You got ShopRite right here. You got the Dollar Tree. You know, people walking up and down, bus stops. All right, go ahead.
In the city, she uttereth her words, saying, how long do simple ones will you love simplicity?
Exactly. Simplicity. Niggas just hanging around doing nothing. Niggas rolling L's, laughing. Everything somebody do stupid is funny. He could throw a rock. That's funny. You fucking dumbass niggas, man. Nigga throw a rock. That's funny. What's so fucking funny? Stupid ass. Yo, go ahead, man. This shit it's mind-boggling, man. You know, with the simplicity of folly, it's crazy, man. You know, everybody walking around certain supermarkets acting stupid, man. All on boot gang. You know, boot gang started that shit. You know, I'm just saying, that's the picture should pop in your head of stupidity, man. It's stupid shit, man. Like, men ain't even men no more, man. These niggas is girls, man. Go ahead.
Says, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Because when you think about it, women, you know, men stay out of women conversations. Because when you really listening to women and their conversation, you be like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? You really listening to a woman and her friend talking, and you be like, oh my God, this girl's low level. Like, you know, and they laughing and chuckling about, but that's them, they girls. You know? Now men have become women, man. But go ahead,
So how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning?
And you got scoffers, man, that'll scoff this truth, man, because they don't understand, because they don't care. In all reality, it's because they hate the Most High. They hate Yahawashi. You know, here it is, we of the same people and race as you, but we don't get no type of respect. That's why Jake is at the bottom in the way they are. That's why you niggas get gunned down by these police, man. Every time these Edomite cops gun down these niggas in these streets, everybody act like that nigga was innocent, man. Oh, he was going to school. Oh, he was gonna be a freshman in college, and then they show when he was 9 a Pop Warner football picture, like he was this nice. How they do the Heisman shit? They show a picture when he fucking
Nigga was a
5
fucking
years
menace.
younger.
You know
Yeah,
the
he
picture?
played
The picture? No,
super
no, no.
basketball.
The picture with the football.
Yeah. Like he was. Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga was a
man.
fucking menace.
Out of here, man. You're a demon, man. And the Most High dealt with that nigga, man.
Right.
And y'all gonna realize that these Edomites are y'all enemies, man. Y'all gonna realize that these Edomites are the belt that whoop your ass, man. You know, and the way the Lord whoop ass is taking your life, man, or breaking your whole world, man. Or breaking yourself into to a state of humbleness, man. You know, crippling you as a flesh and keeping you alive. That's torture, man.
Worse than death. That's worse than death. You know, you have somebody prideful. They're like some dude in my hood. You know, he used to be this dude always about problems and shit. One day went up the block trying to start shit with the wrong person. Took a bullet. Now he's in a wheelchair forever. Got to get carried out to go to the fucking. And yo, that shit'll humble you.
Hell yeah.
Literally.
Hey, you got that's a nigga over
Take
here
a seat.
off one of these blocks. Nigga out there hustling with a hat with no leg, no bottom knee. Lord took his leg, and he's still out there hustling. He be wheelchairing or he on a crutch, and niggas come up. Like, niggas ain't gonna come and rob this nigga. He can't do it. All he gotta do is push him down, go in his pocket. He got one leg and he's still out there. Oh, crazy shit. But go ahead,
This is and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Fools hate knowledge, man. How you hate the real science, man? How you hate true science that governs the world, man? That really gives you the understanding of how things work. That's the Lord in the Word, man. The Bible, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 23, turn you at my reproof.
Hey, that's why a lot of Jakes, you know, they watch, Discovery Channel. I don't know if these niggas today, but as I was growing up, I would always just end up nothing on TV, watching the Discovery Channel, watching Animal Planet. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to figure out why they do that, what do this, you know? I don't know about these niggas today. But go ahead,
It says, turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Exactly. The Lord stretches out his hand. Right now, the Lord has got his hand out. The Lord is eventually, you know, the Lord is going to take back that hand. You know, and that's the doors of repentance, because the Lord is slowly taking the hand back as we approach closer and closer toward the end. All right. Hey, Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Hey, Yahawah. Hey, the Lord is slowly bringing his hand back. As the closer and closer we get toward the end, there is going to be no hand to grab onto, man.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
So niggas think everything's so fucking funny, man. Everything is funny. Everything is funny. Everything is funny. Well, watch the Lord laugh at you in your calamity, man. Because you didn't take heed unto his word, man. You didn't take good heed unto his calling, man. Ain't nothing funny when judgment coming, man. You know? But you know, with that, We want to end the show. We want to give all praises to Yahawah.
Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash.
We want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of GreatMillStone. Salutations to all the Lord's hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.